Welcome back to Tag 'em and Bag 'em, everybody. Jay is always with me, my lovely Jackie. Today we got two special guests. We got Mr. Psyman and Miss Kate T. Lynn.
Kate T. Lynn.
Kate T. Lynn. Both members of my gang, by the way. I'm in their gang. Remember that.
He likes us.
Yeah.
Unlike you, Jackie.
Remember by association. Make us proud, buddy.
That's right.
Spreading the good word.
What is your gang name? Sizzle?
Sizzle.
Mr. Sizzle. Brings the burn to the steak, baby.
He brings all the meat. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, yes, welcome back to Tag 'em Bag 'em. Thank you, Kate T. Lynn and Psyman, for joining us on this lovely day. It's actually a beautiful day.
Very beautiful.
This is true. For today, you can just go with Katie.
Katie?
Yeah.
Gruesomely gorgeous day today, honestly. Simon says quite beautiful. Get on out there and work on that suntan, boys and girls.
Simon says, get your pasty asses out of the house.
Get your tan on.
Which is an interesting... I know that's not advice I ever thought would come from Simon.
In no kinder words.
He stopped going out without a shirt on because he was blinding the audience, so he's passing it along for everyone else.
There's the we'll use it for the spray tan commercials. Just remember, don't put it on your palms. Everybody knows when you have it on your palms.
Have somebody else rub it in for you.
Right in the crevice.
Yeah, you always know when LA Knight's got his fresh tan on when his palms are like bright orange.
Every time. Right.
Every
Gotta
time.
blend.
It's like y'all are supposed to exfoliate between sessions. Your elbows and knuckles are, but this is why I don't, because it just looks, I'm pasty, and then you put a spray tan on and it's just real bad.
It doesn't, I've never tried it, but I know if I think about the sun too long, I turn red, so it's just, I'm meant to be glow in the dark.
That's okay. We're just not good at hide and seek, but if you get lost in the dark, I can see my way through. It's not a problem. Just I'm like a flashlight.
And somebody can find you.
That's exactly it. I will never get lost in the forest.
When we were little, we would play hide and seek in the dark, and my friends made me always wear long sleeves and long pants so that I didn't show where I was.
Like, I see you where you are, Katie.
Every time.
Every time. Even, like, there's this glowing light behind the van.
Oh, yeah.
Come back around.
See, and that's the great thing about being a night walker. I play hide and seek. I can hide very easily in a bag of flour.
in a bag of flour. Everybody's going, where's Simon? Have you seen Simon? He's in the bag of flour. No
I
wonder.
looked there. I didn't see him.
He swears that's flour.
Is that why you so dusty? Oh, that's messed up. No wonder the bread always tastes funky. You said wow.
Oh, wow. I'm ashy all year round.
You know what? You just started a whole new year of jokes.
Oh, yeah.
A whole new year of jokes. You're welcome. The next sign. That's all I'm thinking about is Simon's next sign.
Oh, this summer's going to be fun. Everyone's going to be waiting for your sunburn.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be an interesting year now. Long sleeves all day, all night.
Oh, you poor thing. Do you burn easily?
Oh, I tan like a lobster.
That's not tanning.
Yeah, exactly. There's no in between with me. It's a matter of I fall asleep within 10 minutes. I'm burned to a crisp.
Oh, you poor thing.
The summer is not my ally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I have a really bad sunburn story, if you want to hear it.
Okay, I'm listening.
My family, we went on a cruise, and at that time, super scared of myself, and obviously did not dress how I do now. So I wore board shorts for my bottom half. And I was laying out on the deck, and, I took a small nap. It was only 20 minutes. I fried. But the problem was I was on my stomach, so the back of my legs burned. But the only actual shorts I wore, like jeans, were very, very short. So I had this... Oh, it got worse. My genius idea was to go out on the deck and lay down with a towel covering up to that burn so I could burn above it and match. The problem was in that 10 minutes, the towel moved up 2 inches. So I had a white streak. And that night, we're walking through the hallway of the cruise ship, and my dad's just making fun. Oh, I should get my pink duct tape to just put across there and it'll match. I didn't realize there was a woman in front of us until we went to turn to go to the elevators. And she stopped and let me pass. I didn't really think. And then I just hear... and I just stopped and I turned. and just all the blood drained from her face, and she just went, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't, I had to look, I had to know. And I was just, I mean, it's okay, I understand, but
God damn it. How old are you at this time?
27.
Oh, I was thinking like 12. No, she was a full-grown fucking adult.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh.
Full-grown adult.
So, as white as I am, I can stay out all day and not get any color.
I hate you.
That's
I
amazing.
hate it myself because I'm like, I can get a really good tan. Like, I got just about as dark as you got last year because we're out in our yard. You know, you've seen it. We're out pulling weeds and watering and doing all kinds of shit. And my goal last year was to actually get color on my legs because my leg, I could lay out for hours. Nothing. Not a damn. Pisses me off. Although I'll take off my flip-flop and I'm like, look, there is a difference.
There's a line, I swear.
Yeah, you close your eyes and cross them just ever so slightly. And look, there's a line.
I see it.
Yeah, exactly. And so I tried and I tried and I tried. And this year, right when spring started last year, it went directly to like the hottest days ever. And we had some sort of solar flares or whatever.
Yeah.
And I burnt like a fargan biscuit for the first time where I was having to have him put aloe on me. After that, it was dark. I didn't really peeled for like 2 days or whatever, but then it was never burned after that. But when I did burn, because we were cleaning out the flower beds, I don't even think we were out there 30 minutes or so. And that's the first time since I was a little kid, just burnt like a friggin' crisp. After that, dark tan.
Yeah, excuse me. I took a lot, like a couple years ago, we were out at the lake almost every other weekend. And I finally got about Psyman's color. And at the time, oh yeah, and at the time I was dating this guy who
You can't reach this color without being dead, hon.
This guy that I was dating, if his hair wasn't
people tanner than you.
No, this guy made you look, because if his hair wasn't brown, I'd swear he was as ginger as it gets.
Oh yeah.
He was so pasty, and I called my mom, and we're sitting there with our knees side by side, and I'm like, look, Mom, I'm more tan than somebody finally.
Yes.
It happened.
Look, my dad is a redhead, my sister is a redhead, and so is my brother. So the pasty shit, like when you can see how the blood flows through my legs. Like, we're see-through. We're not even white. We're like translucent.
This is blonde naturally.
Yeah.
If I get cold, I turn purple.
So I get it.
Long
sucks.
story short, that's the story of the time you met Carrot Top.
Did you have an even tan when you met Carrot Top? You should have had an even. Carrot Top is actually probably darker than both of you put together.
He probably is.
He's actually darker than you, like, because his skin actually looks really dark. He's a weightlifter. Well, is he still a weightlifter?
Yeah.
I think so
He
now.
used to be, like, really, really into it. Like, he's ripped. You look at him and you're like, nah. But then he took off his shirt and I was like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Carrot Top, hit us up if you want a guest appearance on HCW. We love chairman of the board.
No shit. How great of a show would that be? Him just pulling shit out of a box for no reason. All of a sudden he pulls Psyman out of the box. I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Would start singing Pop Goes the Weasel.
I'm really dumb.
Make this happen.
I've been thinking of the wrong person this whole time.
Oh no.
I had Shaun White in my head.
Okay, but fair. You know
He
what?
looks like him.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Because
not
Shaun
anymore.
White doesn't have the crazy hair anymore. He
Yeah,
cut
he cut
it.
his
hair off,
Yeah,
yeah.
so like
Yeah.
when he was on the Olympics doing like, you know, board like adult shit, which is weird for me to think of him as an adult because I remember when he was a kid. And so seeing Shaun White now, I'm like, oh, well, he's a dad and stuff, like dad hairdo and
It's weird.
talks like an adult. He's not stoned the whole time. It's so fucking weird.
It is wild to
I
think.
hate it. I hate it so much. Like,
like,
why do we
wait.
have to grow up? Stop it. Go back to being a kid. Where's your Jinkos?
Oh yeah, I judge my friends. If you were not born before Finding Nemo, we can't be friends. Mid 2004, for anyone curious.
My son was born in 2004. His daughter was born in 2004.
You're losing friends left and right, hon. You gotta be careful.
Oh no,
You gotta
they're
be-
cool.
Yeah, we're older.
No, they're
yeah, no.
okay.
We're older than Finding Nemo, so we're good.
I was old enough to have a kid, so
See, yeah, so they're okay. Your kids, on the other hand,
yeah,
I can't drink with them. Sorry.
It's always funny while we're hosting these to hear how young some kids are. Especially, I think Gavin was our youngest so far, and we'll reference something, and he's like, "Who? What? What?" And he'll be over there like on his phone just googling stuff.
Oh, Yeah, it's...
And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. The fact that you don't know kind of hurts. But you guys are in your 30s, both of you, correct?
That is correct.
Hey, that's not a bad thing.
I still get carded, so...
Yeah, you still look like you're 12 years old, so it's fine. You're only taller than a 12-year-old.
That's fair. I act like it. I had a coworker that...
You act like you're taller than a 12-year-old. All right.
Are you taller than a 12-year-old? It's the new spinoff of Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader?
Look, I've seen some 12-year-olds that are pretty tall.
Oh, man.
I happen to... Me and Simon are the shortest people in this room right now.
Seriously,
So,
and
yeah.
I'm tiptoeing to be near where you're at right now.
He's used to being little.
I may be short, but I'm
What was
stringy.
it? We had Ray on here, and Ray was saying that Zachariah Creed was the same height as you. Zachariah came up to me at
He's
the
actually my height.
Well, yeah, but he came up to me at the GCW show. I am not that fucking short. God damn it.
Oh, now I gotta...
Okay, so now they're taking it personal.
time I see
All
him.
right.
He took it extremely
Yeah, really
personally.
personal.
I was like, he goes, who's the face and who's a heel? Ray's supposed to be a face, and he's on here just talking shit.
That's just Ray.
It was
deep down.
so funny because we were just completely out of the norm at a GCW show. Hey, guy, how's it going? I am not the same height as Simon, just so you know.
Well, at least I'm known in GCW, so I mean that's a plus.
You
in some
came
way.
up. That was the first. He said hi, and by the way, I am not the same height as freaking Simon. I was like, okay, I didn't think you were.
Ray just groups everyone that's below his eye level. You're all the same height.
Just making the
fair
list
enough.
one after the other. Ray Leone.
There you go.
You thought I had a gripe with you before, buddy.
Oh Lord. See, I didn't get a ref here today,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, well, we couldn't get Ray in here today
And it-
either. He's big dogging all of us.
Oh, again.
Again. You know,
What?
Ray's on to, I'll give Ray all the credit in the world, the work he's putting out, it's extremely impressive, and he connects with the audience unlike anybody I've seen in HCW, since HCW started, but that's what I think is going to be his biggest folly, is it's going to his head.
So his ego's getting a little big for him.
Yep, his ego's getting a little too big for his britches,
Well, that's why you wear elastic waist pants.
His britches are getting too big for the glitter on his butt.
He has glitter on his butt.
You haven't seen his sorry. I'm not talking about it. His one pair of shorts that if you move, they change
Oh
color.
yeah, they're like iridescent.
They're like shiny, sparkly too.
well, I mean,
He bedazzles everything.
Yeah,
That would be
the guy came across one of those Snap Bedazzler infomercials, and he got loose with the credit
sign
card.
my ass up. I need 3. What are you talking about? Look, if I had my own gear, you bet your ass I'm bedazzling fucking everything.
Ray, honey, why is there 4 charges on the Amex card for a Bedazzler
You know what?
Express?
I remember when the bedazzler came out. Just bedazzle all my underwear, my bra, everything, every fucking thing. So say a name. I don't know if it necessarily says mine. That's what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
A bedazzler. Yeah,
You get a
I'd
bedazzler.
fucking
We
use
all
it.
remember when I can't remember the actress's name, but she bedazzled The Rock's football in
the game plan.
my
yeah, the game
God.
plan.
That little girl.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that was terribly cute.
Corey in the House. It was the little girl from Corey in the House.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but she was absolutely adorable. God, that's an older movie now, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy to
She's
think. Where
the
she-
last movie I saw her in, she was like a senior in high school now, and she was the mean girl.
Oh, that's one.
It was uncomfortable. The new version of He's All That.
Oh, they made a new version
yeah.
of He's All That. Would you
Girl
please,
transforming
can you
a dorky
please
guy.
The one
stop
with
doing that?
I can't remember who the guy is in that movie. I watched it. That was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Y'all can come up with your own fucking ideas. Please stop remaking
It was the kid from the
shit.
Karate Kid.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
Or
you
the
know,
Cobra Kai.
there's so many ideas out there. Just
At least
do something different.
If you're gonna submit the idea for remakes, remake the right things that need them. Like
The only thing I might say I might be interested in right now, and it depends on how they do it and who does it, is they're thinking about remaking a Never-Ending Story show, but into a show. It depends on how they do it, because if Falcor isn't like so lifelike that you can,
he's gonna be CGI.
if he's CGI, I'm not watching.
I can't
Can't
do
be
it if he's
CGI.
CGI.
But if they do it, if they did it right, and they did it like they did when we were kids, where you were like, oh shit, I can take him home, because they found the actual Falcor in somebody's garage down in Georgia
That
is
like a
movie-
month ago.
That is amazing.
I saw that growing up. The one part of that movie
I knew we
that freaked
crash
me
landed
out
somewhere.
so bad was Gamork, at
wolf.
the end, because growing up, my childhood dog, I loved him, but he was a black Chow Chow mix. So when you looked at him straight on, because he didn't have the big fluff or the smoosh face, he was like shepherd-ish mixed in there. He looked like that end scene when Gamork's talking to him, and then at night I'd wake up and that dog was standing in the hallway.
Nightmare fuel.
Oh, scared the.
I still have this thing. The only thing that used to bother me as a kid, because I've watched so many horror movies, just like ridiculous amounts. It's what I grew up on. Doesn't matter how campy or cheesy it is, but there's only two things that ever bothered me in horror movies where I have to look away, and it all has to do with teeth.
So growing up, I didn't. When I was 3, my cousin who would babysit me forced me on repeat to watch the original Friday the 13th. To this day, I have not rewatched it, but I can still see certain specific scenes in my head.
The scariest thing about that movie is how slow it is.
Yeah.
I was 3.
It's so campy. But I mean, I was little when I started watching, so the movie that used to creep me out the most would be like, okay, so the original It, I remember when it came on. Yes, I do. I remember it. It was on TV. And
Tim
the
Burton.
scene where he's in the drain, the first scene where he leans his head back and comes back with his teeth, and then when he's in the shower and he looks down and comes back up with his teeth. Those two scenes, I'm like, nope. And I used to collect clowns. Like I'm all about them. They don't scare me. It's just the teeth. The teeth scenes, it's nope.
It depends on the clown for me. Sorry, we are just like hard talking over you two. There's a clown in Finding Neverland.
Yeah.
If you've seen that, this one specific clown, when they're dancing, he's dancing with the dog. It has like these big red diamonds right here, and like super sad face. There's something about, I can't do throats, throat injuries and stuff. Even when I did do medic stuff, throat injuries freak me out. So those diamond ones, I'm just like, I can't.
Jay's daughter's anything with the mouth and eyes
And the belly button.
and the belly button. Yeah.
She
So
hates belly buttons.
and then Hostel. I watched the original Hostel, the first one, and the scene where they like squish that lady's. Nope.
For me, it's nail removal.
Oh
Oddly
God!
enough.
So
It's
like when they pull the nails
Fingers,
out.
Slicing, cutting off fingertips, pulling nails out.
Can you do
that.
like the ones that are not necessarily horror movies, but when they're removing their like fingerprints?
Oh yeah, that's actually
can
quite
do that?
fascinating.
You can
Yeah.
do that, but as long as it's the nails, there's nothing that really creeps you out.
As long as it leaves a
You
finger.
know, I was just
completely
thinking
intact.
about that. I was thinking, you know what really creeps me out, and everything that creeps me out is mostly in like comedy movies because I can't stand to watch dudes get hit in the nuts.
One weird one that bothers me, Achilles tendon injuries.
Yeah.
I always like,
That's a good
Oh,
one.
I have to look
you know
away.
what? I was just actually talking about that specific kind of injury last week because when in the 90s, going around, there was somebody it was around Christmas time, that was hiding under cars. And it's true. It's not fake. It's not a horror movie. They actually turned it into a movie. But they were going around and hiding under women's cars after they were done Christmas shopping, and they were slicing the back of their ankle and then kidnapping them, throwing them in the vehicle, stealing the car, and kidnapping and killing them. And so I used to like freak out walking to my car thinking that somebody was going to slit the back of my ankle. And every time I see that, that's the first thing I think of. So still to this day, no matter where I am or who I'm with, I will look to see if anybody's underneath my car. Like, don't.
I'm going to be jumping
Don't
into
do
the
it.
cars.
Yeah,
like,
it was the 90s was
as a kid.
such a weird time because there was like you're either going to be a girl worried about getting kidnapped because kidnapping was huge. I mean, it's huge now, but then
They didn't have cell phones the same way to track to find you.
yeah,
back then.
then it was like we're in the Nancy Shoemaker type era where if you disappeared, you disappeared. Like you
Yeah.
was never going to
'Cause
find you.
For the first few weeks, most cops were just like, they're a teenager. It's a runaway.
Yeah.
But honestly, kids back then were also just built.
I mean,
different.
but that's why we had like America's Most Wanted, and we had the Rescue 911s, and we had the Unsolved Mysteries because, I mean, I remember my mom being terrified of me and my sister, specifically because I'm a brunette, my sister's a blonde, and the blondes and the brunettes were the ones who were in trouble the most. I also have a redheaded
true.
sister. She was never worried about her. Nobody's taking that redhead in that car.
Why?
Nobody's gonna mess with the redhead.
No, nobody wants her.
They fight back.
Yeah, she's a mean little fucking thing. Well, she's not little, but
My mom always, she was crazy paranoid with me, but then my sister's just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was the panel
Be back.
vans and guys, and I grew up here in this town. It's a small town, so I remember my mom freaking out about panel vans. She was like, "Oh, get in the house." I was like, "Well, we're standing in the front yard. There's a chain link fence in the front yard. I can run. I'm not that bad."
My mom was so paranoid. Like, once in my life, we got to get ice cream from the ice cream truck.
Wow.
If she'd hear it coming, we had to come inside.
So then you've never
Because she
seen,
didn't trust it.
You've never seen the horror film Ice Cream Man, have you?
One of my personal favorites. God, love you, Clint Howard. Love
That
you,
is
Clint Howard.
such a good, stupid. That's
It's
so back
classic.
in when they had when they had movie places that you'd go and rent. My mom, like on Fridays, you could rent 10 movies for $5. And we'd go get all the campy, like stupid, cheesy. The cheesier, the better. And we'd spend like the weekends, Friday and Saturday, watching them. So we'd watch things like The Ice Cream Man, or we'd watch just all the dumb shit. That's how we got arachnophobia.
Are you okay?
Calm down. I know, calm down. All right, I know. Whew. Sorry, Simon says he was getting a little impatient.
Oh.
I think he needs to nest for a little bit.
Hi, Joe.
He's gonna have to sit right there for a bit.
Well, welcome to the show, Joe.
What's going on here?
Hi. We're doing a podcast.
Oh, podcast. What are we on?
We're
What are we
talking
talking?
about campy horror movies.
Campy horror movies. Oh God, where are we starting? Where are we at?
Saturday the 14th.
Saturday the 14th, a classic.
We were talking about the ice cream truck, which have you seen the ice cream truck?
The ice cream
The
truck.
ice cream man.
Man.
Sorry.
Oh, Ice Cream Man. Oh, Clint Howard, classic.
You know, nobody remembers that
Watched
he
it
was the ice
3
cream
days
man
ago.
in that. Yeah, he made it was what was the premise of it was making kids into ice cream, wasn't it?
This is essentially that not everybody and not every day is such a bright, shiny, lucky day.
I just remember the scene where he's like scooping the ice cream and there's eyeballs in the ice cream.
Feeding it to the police.
Sounds like-
oh man, what's
It
that?
is so
This sounds
stupid
like a
cheesy.
Goosebumps episode.
It's not though. It's a little more
Jan
messed up.
Michael Vincent.
Yeah.
I think he played the detective in that.
It was such a stupid movie, but it was so good.
It's fantastic.
I've seen
Fantastic
so
movie.
many, like back in the day. So everybody, Killer Clowns from Outer Space has made this resurgent, but it was a campy, everybody thought it was stupid. It wasn't in the theater. Like if you discovered Killer Clowns in Outer Space, it's because you went to the movie theater and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch popcorn killing people because
I'm just moving these
it's
so
like
I
a
can see
Friday.
myself.
You're fine. If you need to, these actually adjust too.
Oh no, I was just getting my face between them.
Ah, I gotcha.
I need people to be able to see.
I had to move his because he'd always put his mic like, and this is what you got.
I have this weird thing that about. See, I'm doing it now, sticking my face behind a microphone.
Is it this button? No, not that button.
Simon's the face of this trio right now.
There you go.
He's the beauty behind this.
And then
trio
if you
right
want
here.
to tilt it up too, there's the little knob. Yeah,
I should have done this before. I thought it was
you're
fine.
all right. You're welcome to.
There we go.
As long as you're comfortable. Are you comfortable?
I'm good now.
Okay.
I'm much
So
better.
classic. Whether or not you can call it B or C horror movies, like what would you say is one of those movies that is due for a resurgence?
A resurgence.
The
From
movie Funhouse.
Ooh,
Funhouse would be a good one.
Yeah.
that's not a bad one, but I don't think it was bad the first time.
No, but there was so the way it ended, where the lady came out of the funhouse and they had the big fat lady sitting on top.
Yeah.
I expected her to come alive.
Okay, so there are horror movies that I remember watching as kids that I can't find today. And this is how I know you can't trust Google. Because there was a movie my mom rented called Slither. Don't look up Slither because the movie that you look up, that name Slither, is not the movie. This had an alien worm that...
Was there a forest scene and somebody got trapped against a tree and like drained it?
No, this alien climbed... Like there's a whole scene where this woman has this like alien worm thing climb up in the bed and go inside her and she orgasms. Like it's a weird...
There was
scene, but she ends up. It's kind of like The Fly. So you remember how she gets pregnant by that thing, and then she gives birth to the larva. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a devil alien kind of. It's the weirdest fucking thing, but it was called Slither. I had it on VHS. I own the fucking movie, but you cannot when you look it up. It's not the same fucking
It comes
film.
up with James Gunn's.
But
Yeah,
there was another
it's gonna
movie,
pop up
and
on
I
James
don't know
Gunn.
what it was, but it was a movie of a bunch of hillbillies that lived in the backwoods, like banjo music, and they were related, I think, like siblings. And so, like, you know, young teenagers go camping in the woods, which is the general premise of everything.
Right.
And the bad guy was as big as not Vader. I can't remember which wrestler it is. Big, tall dude from the 80s and 90s.
That narrows it down. Big King Kong Bundy?
Yeah,
Yes.
that narrows it.
So, sorry.
The 80s and 90s, you
Sarcasm,
had to be
and
a
then
big
the-
tall.
Sorry, but he was that big, and he was in overalls, and he ends up, like, finding one of the girls, because the female in it is, she, like, turns them into dolls in her house, because she collects baby dolls. But the boy who's special needs, he's playing with one of the girls at one time, and he gets really aggressive, and he, like, breaks her in half, like, with his hands, like, snaps her.
And this just had like a voodoo translation to real life?
No,
Where, like, she splits
No,
in
she
half?
was the doll.
No, he was playing with her, and eventually, like, she has like a sun porch in her house, the lady does. She has a sun porch in her house, and these victims that they find that go camping, she turns into porcelain dolls in her house, and they're related. And I've told this to Jay so many times, I cannot find the fucking movie. That movie creeped me out, because he's all, like, touching, because it's 80s, so he's touching her breasts, and she's, like, trying to be nice because he's special, like, he's slow, and he's standing there, and he looks just like him, bald, in a pair of overalls, nothing else, barefoot, in, like, the backwoods. And she's trying to be nice to him so he doesn't kill her, because she's trying to get away, and then he gets a little bit more aggressive, and then
It sounds like a really twisted version of Mice and Men.
it is such a strange movie, but I remember it.
There was
Hashtag make it happen.
one that traumatized me for a while. I don't remember much about it. I was really little, and there's a good chance I just saw my parents watching it or something. I can only remember, like, one scene, what I was just asking you about. It's in a jungle, almost like Vietnam movies, like how they make Vietnam jungle look.
Okay, gotcha.
And they're running from something. I remember, and this is a bad brain memory, but it was almost like whatever the thing was looked like vines or whatever, because there's a scene, this guy ends up, he's like trapped against a tree and it's wrapping around him, and it like sucks everything out of him to where he's like flat.
You know what?
And for years, going into bed, I would have to jump from my doorway to my bed because I was so afraid these things were going to reach out.
That sounds like oh shit! And they did remake that movie. What was it? The Cabin in the Woods?
No.
No,
I think
what is
Evil
that?
Dead.
Is it Evil Dead?
Yeah, where the vines get the girl, and
Yeah, but they don't suck the life out of them.
no.
In any
Well,
of
they
them.
rape her,
They
but
suck
there's
the
not.
spirit
There's
out
not
of
Yeah,
her.
that's a whole
girl.
other.
Yeah, no, that's
I
not.
say they suck the spirit out of her, but
Yeah.
not the life out of her.
Yeah, that's an odd thing to just throw in there.
Yeah, no,
That's
th-
him.
The movie that you're mentioning, it does sound very familiar. It's just not coming to me. I feel like it was one of those movies very similar to like The Blob, but it was like The Moss or something where it like spreads.
You know, that
its
sounds
plant
about
life
right. What
spreading
there's
like an
one that
alien.
was like a creek that had the sludge stuff in it.
And if it helps, I remember, so I know what house I lived in, so I had to be at least 7 years old.
Should have been 90s.
Yeah, so at least, 2000. I turned 7 in 2000.
Yeah, and it could be anything at that point. I mean, like,
Yeah,
there,
It
there
would
was
have been
a
from the 90s.
Moonlight movies or whatever they're called. They made a shit ton of like weird.
Oh, and back then in the
Weird
90s,
B-rated
there was
movies.
this weird surgeon of just odd one-off, literally made just B movies to be making B movies.
Fair.
It was people with, because like Dr. Giggles was not a mainstream horror movie. It was very much it had mainstream actors in it, but it was very much a B level or C level, horror movie. But I remember every fucking thing about that movie.
And that's just it with like those cult films, is like it's solely spread by word of mouth. So it's like Dr.
And we didn't have
Giggles.
internets or the Googlies.
Amen. The
We
tape
had
trade
Ask
was
Jeeves.
a major part of it.
A lot of,
I
a
didn't
lot
have
of those
Ask
weird
Jeeves.
movies I saw was because I watched USA Up All Night or
Exactly.
HBO after everybody went to bed.
We
and I
got-
saw movies like Chopping Mall and
We
See, I
got
was a
Rhonda
Chopping
up
Mall
all
classic.
night.
I was a
showing you the
chicken
cheesy-
growing up. I didn't watch anything.
See, but I also remember back when, even before Rhonda Shears and
Gilbert
Up all
Gottfried.
Gilbert
night.
Godfrey, what they used to have on public TV, they used to have what's his name from the Munsters,
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa would do the horror movie, like the old horror movies.
He did a lot of Godzilla. and
That
stuff
was
like
still
that too.
running when we were kids. I'll show you how old we are. Like, I missed that so much because it was so fun, especially when he would do the Halloween episodes, his Halloween episodes, because that's how you got exposed to the Swamp Thing.
Joe
And-
Bob Riggs and Svengoolie pretty much raised
Yeah,
me through my childhood.
That's where we got introduced to all the great classics. Watching Night of the Living Dead in black and white originally, but watching it on Halloween, just the perfect. It just makes it magical.
catching
You almost
Halloween 3 on Svengoolie on a Saturday afternoon and like witnessing the magic of that film firsthand is like this is the series that Halloween should have became. Like honestly, the anthology series, like Hollywood
stop it.
might have hurt
Stop
themselves
it.
with that one.
Stop it. Because, okay, so what
Season
is
of
your
the Witch is a
favorite
classic.
horror movie? Do you have a favorite? I know you're kind of iffy on...
So technically, my all-time favorite movie ever it's not really a horror movie. It does have gore to it and dark themes. But I've gotten more into...
She hit herself. Did you see that?
No, I hit the table.
Simon did it.
My hands are literally on the table as we speak.
To give a little bit of back,
Domestic violence.
my mom was so terrified of us becoming violent growing up.
Oh,
We
wow.
were not allowed to watch Powerpuff Girls, not because of the cross-dressing crab, but because it was violent. We couldn't play video games growing up, so all of my horror knowledge comes from since I met this one.
Okay, so...
I'm a Scream fan. I am loving the Terrifier a little bit. There's some scenes where I'm just sitting there like, she would be passed out by now. This doesn't make sense.
Let's not apply logic to a horror movie. Do not do it. Trust me, it ruins your whole day.
Logic
But
does not exist.
I
in this
do it
dojo,
all the
sweetheart.
time.
My all-time favorite movie ever that still kind of falls in that is Pan's Labyrinth.
I wouldn't even... See, I think that's a beautiful film. I don't even see it as scary. I just think I've cried. I thought it was just so beautiful.
It's because of like how they full on show when the guy gets his face smashed in with a beer bottle and
guess-
the mouth. They consider it that.
I guess I could see that, but I felt like you said, you fell asleep the first few times watching it, and so it was So Jay put it on, and I actually sat there, and I was bawling by the end because
It's
that is
glorious.
just a beautiful story.
It
I don't
is.
think it got what one Academy Award. It won an award, but I don't remember what
It got
for.
some.
But it wasn't nearly as acclaimed as it should be. If you
would
can
certainly
get
guess
past
for
that,
the
it's
music.
dubbed. Like you definitely have to read it when you're watch it when you're ready.
I only watched the subtitled version.
Yeah.
And something that I like, and I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure Doug Jones, who is the fawn and I love him. I'm pretty sure he did the voice because I think he does speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because we've
so-
only watched the one with subtitles.
Yeah,
But
I
didn't
can't
he
watch it
also
dubbed.
do was he involved in Hellboy, the
Yes.
creation of Hellboy? Okay,
He's,
because a lot of the
second
characters are
He's
similar.
Abe Sapien.
Okay.
Abe Sapien.
He's also in that odd movie, The Shape of Water,
The Shape of
where in Legion
Have
with
we watched The Shape of Water?
We tried.
You didn't.
We fell asleep. It's a slow burn.
I
and
think
we tried to watch it really
tried to
late.
watch it on a night when we had been up all night.
in, Legion, the movie where they're in the diner and God sends
yeah.
everything. He's
I actually love that movie.
He's the ice cream man
Oh, okay, yeah, I know exactly.
because he's
who
a
you're talking-
contortionist.
Yeah.
That's of all the things to be. Like, So what's yours?
Oh man. See, I have an affinity for films with depressing endings or offsetting endings that make you
The ones
uncomfortable.
that don't give you no happy feelings.
Absolutely,
Like The Girl Next Door.
I feel like at the end of any horror
House of
movie, you
Wax.
should feel a sense of dread or uncertainty of if you're safe wherever you are. And it seems like a lot of horror movies are trying to now venture towards the air of happy endings and all turns out well. But we live in a world where happy endings and everything working out is not reality. So you can't always count on a happy ending to occur. So it's the classics for me of American Werewolf in London. It's one of
The
the
original?
most tragic romantic endings ever. There's a remake.
Well, I think she means American Werewolf in Paris.
I thought they
yeah.
did they
Yeah,
remake.
Paris.
I thought they
No,
remade
it
it.
went to American Werewolf in Paris. It
I
went
think they
from
did a
London to
TV
Paris.
show.
I was gonna say.
I think MTV or something did
I
like
thought
a.
somebody
they
remade
tried
it not
to.
too long ago. Well, it'd been what early 2000s, maybe.
That's when the
Maybe
Paris
later
one
in
came out.
I remember
Because it had the one guy who's in That Thing You Do. The dude with the glasses.
I never watched it.
Yeah, it's got him in it, and the Bush did the song for it.
Oh, well, I like me some Bush.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, because I'm thinking that was early. Well,
I don't remember exactly.
Because I know the
amount.
original
My
American
sole
Werewolf
memory
was
was
like 70s,
Yeah.
80s.
that's the one I was very familiar with.
Yeah,
you
that's,
know,
that's the good one.
ultimate
the other one,
tragic ending.
the other one didn't
Fly.
have those.
The Fly, you like The
effects.
Fly?
Oh, I love the
See,
Fly.
and I don't consider The Fly a horror movie. I
It's body
consider that
horror.
a sci-fi flick to me.
It is. It ventures heavily into the realms of like the sci-fi fantasy role, but it's like once you
I guess
incorporate
the
body
birth
horror,
scene, how they
yeah.
start part 2 with the birth scene, is
yeah.
all that. I guess that would be straight horror because that's a nightmare and a half.
The one horror movie I never finished because of one of my deepest fears.
Mm-hmm.
I could not finish As Above, So Below.
I love As
And
Above,
so I looked
Below.
up the ending. That didn't help me at all.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's very much one of those. There's no rainbows and butterflies at the end
Yeah,
of that story.
First death, when I think it was the scene they're trying to crawl down through something and the thing like comes at him and then nope. I was like, I'm turning this off. I can't do underground.
Yeah,
I guess
I don't. That's the Catacombs of Paris too. So
True.
Oh,
You ain't
Catacombs of Paris, my home away from home.
look, of all the places I'm gonna go one of these days, that's one of them.
It's down there. Yeah,
I'll go
Gr-
look
group
at
vacation.
it from the front.
I don't know. Just the idea that there's that many dead people just in walls. I gotta go see this shit.
I gotta see what it smells like down there.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah, probably not.
Just water and
Dust.
mold.
It's just a guy
Dust.
that walks down there with a can of Febreze and just walks as far as he can.
Imagine I love history anyway, but imagine of the years of people that are down, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
See, I
of
just can't deal
years.
with the hundreds and hundreds of people above me that could.
The
so,
part
like,
that would freak me out are the people that live down there, like actually, like the homeless people.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know,
Oh, yeah.
no,
See,
no.
I'd just be standing there like, oh, that's the doorway to get down there. Oh, that's nice. Next,
I'm not going.
See,
Sorry.
I'd be-
I'm good.
As we're wandering, I'd just be hoping to bump into like Angus Scrim or something.
I'll
It's like,
hold
I
you
know
back.
Phantasm's got some legitimacy
Well,
behind it.
and you know what's funny is that movie where they found the vampires in the cave and they're cave diving, but they're crawling through like these tight fucking spaces, and then
Isn't
they
that-
get through this open space, and it's like
Was that The Descent?
yes,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
like those tight. The whole movie didn't freak me out. When they're in those tight spaces, I'm like, yeah, no, I gotta go.
Yes.
No.
I'm out.
Biggest horror movie for me. One of those documentaries, Planet Earth, and they got those scuba divers doing the cave one, and they're fitting through. No. You got scuba
Yeah,
apparatus and the holes this. No.
Jay don't do water like that.
There-
I can't do
there-
water I can't see in.
There are certain depths that man was
That
not
is
meant
exactly.
to explore. If we were meant to explore those depths, we would have been born able to acclimate and prepare ourselves for that pressure.
But we
and
go
holding
into
our breath for
space
that
and we
long.
can't fly. Like we build machines to fly.
But I can.
We can see
I
in
can
space.
See
You
what's
can
in
use a fucking flashlight, you big old baby.
Okay, no. So I have so many story times.
I know,
Back
yeah.
home, real quick, in New Mexico, there's the Albuquerque Biopark and Aquarium. Mm-hmm. They've renovated it and stuff since then. My sister's the only one who believes me because she was there. She saw it too. But outside, they used to have, and the shrimp boat might still be there, but there used to be a whole bunch of water kind of around it and some pelicans. And me and my sister were out on the dock looking down at it because it was summer, so they had it open. And I promise you, there were fish in there this big. The workers there don't believe us. Nobody believes us, but we saw two of them, and I'm just like, I can't see in this water, so no.
Yeah, he's the same way
No.
though. If I can't see the bottom or what's around me,
I've
I
seen
don't
some of
wanna
the
go.
monsters they pulled out of Kansas lakes and rivers.
I'll ride our jet skis. I will not fall off that jet ski.
Can't walk into any body of water if I can't tell what the bottom of it is. Like I don't trust it. I don't trust. There's too much runoff.
I'm a water person. I love water. I don't necessarily. So my biggest, okay, I'll ask Jay, and then I'll tell you what my biggest like actual phobia is. What is your favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie?
I already know, but
What is it?
it's Friday the 13th.
No.
No, of all
No.
time.
That's never been Friday the 13th. That's just one that's been close to my heart. My
Yeah,
favorite
okay.
horror movie, I told you last time, it's Audition.
Yeah,
It's
with the
Audition.
needles. Yeah, you do like
That
that.
one's
Yeah.
a good one.
I haven't made it through that one,
I've been
actually.
meaning to show you that.
I've
one
only
as well,
seen
Katie.
scenes of it. Several scenes of it. the needles in the eyes thing. I was like,
Nope.
Straight out.
Yeah, I was. I was actually unaware you were asking for favorite of all time. That's gonna go to Child's Play too. Chucky's my boy. Chucky's my boy. Like, yo, Don Mancini, hit me up if you need another corpse, buddy.
He's also tall enough to fit into the Chucky costume.
Don't be rude. Don't be rude. He is, but that's not the point.
If you need a Chucky hit by a truck, give me a call, buddy. I got you.
Oh my God. I didn't know we were, volunteering. So I have this weird, going back to what you were saying, I have a weird phobia of, I have reoccurring dreams, and I've always had them. I used to have what was called night terrors. So I'd be asleep, and I think I told you this, I'd be asleep and I could wake up and still see my dream.
Yeah,
like,
you did a little bit.
awake.
Tell me, yeah.
Okay, so one of my biggest phobias is things that are massively larger than me. Like, not necessarily buildings, but...
Like that shouldn't be?
That my brain doesn't wrap around how big they are. So, like, I went on a cruise. Yeah, I went on a cruise, standing next to the ship. It's the one time you feel like your actual size when you're standing next to this child.
You feel so tiny.
And it's uncomfortable. So I have this thing about having whales below me that could literally just swallow me like I'm nothing. And after seeing that video where they swallowed the dude and then spit him out later, I don't care if he's okay.
Oh, the kayak one?
Yeah, that fucking freaks me out. But I had these dreams where, and it's kind of a power, but anyway, it's a dream where things get really far away and I get, like, they get really, really small, like I'm stuck in the corner up here and I can't reach them. Like everything gets really, really far away, and it's a size thing. Like things get really far away or things get giant and I get small. It's the weirdest thing, but I've had it my whole life.
You would absolutely hate if you had what happens to my eyes. It's done it ever since I was really little. Typically it's when I'm more tired, but they'll readjust and I have no depth perception. I can't tell how far stuff away it is, and it looks like, the only way I can describe it to people is if you take, I gotta stop hitting that, the back side of, or take binoculars and you flip them over and look through it. I can't tell how big or far anything is. So it's not just an eye thing, it's a physical feel thing. Yeah. So what I have discovered through friends of mine is that it's called traveling. And it used to happen a lot right after I had my kids, where your being or entity leaves your body, but your body's still there. So I can sit here on a table when I was just after I had all my kids, and the table would physically feel like it was miles away, but I'm here. I know I'm here. I can see I'm here, but it would do that while I'm sitting here talking to you. So I'd have to hold on to the table to ground myself because I was going off on an adventure, even though I'm sitting right here. It's the weirdest sensation. Yeah. So I would sit here and hold on to my side table at my bed going, okay, I'm here.
It's almost like a spatial dysmorphia.
It is. It's a traveling, from what I understand, it's where you're, so your spirit goes and travels. Like I'm checking when I'm sleeping, one of the reasons I'm tired all the time is because I'll go travel and I'm check on things. And so for some reason after I had my kids, I lost the connection of being able to control it. So it would just do it at random.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
So I had to have a friend of mine who happens to be a white witch, and she goes, okay, you need a rope. And I was like, what do you mean you need a rope? She goes, yeah, picture, there's certain color ropes mean certain things. She said, you need to picture this rope and bring yourself back to yourself, because otherwise you can be gone. And that's called a lunatic, and I'll end up in the hospital.
Oh, lovely.
I was like, so we don't want to... Disassociation to the nth degree.
Yeah, no. just like, just edge your disassociation a little bit.
Here.
I just want to edge a little bit on that dissociation.
Yeah, I'm okay traveling when I'm asleep. When I'm awake, leave me the fuck alone. Yeah. Like when it happens in the middle of a conversation, I'm like, okay, hi. Give me a minute because I can't breathe. It's so weird. It didn't happen until like my youngest was born in 2011. And it would happen after I had my middle child, so it got really bad after 2011, and it's something to do with post-traumatic stress and the chemicals that were going on in my body. They were going, hey, you don't want to be here any more than I do.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
And so we was just leaving. Meanwhile, my kids are looking at me like, you okay? I'm like, and I start sweating when it happens, like sweating, because it's scary to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come back.
It's a weird thing to not be in control of.
I am now. So thank God it's not happening anymore, because if it was, I was just like, I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing.
Fair.
Like, hold me down. So anyway, that was a weird jaunt of a conversation.
Sorry, it happens a lot with me.
It happens a lot when we're in the room, period, I think. Anything else as far as horror movies go? You love trauma movies.
I love trauma movies.
You love all the disgusting...
So I also like Tokyo Shock.
I would love to hear your thoughts on the new Toxic Avenger film that recently came out starring Peter Dinklage.
Okay, so I do own it. I watched it.
Okay.
It sticks to the trauma formula. You know, lots of blood, lots of gore. I like that. It really
Has it
had
got a lot of semen, like weird green semen?
he doesn't have the weird sex scene where he spits on the girl.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think that's gonna fly today.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
That
it didn't
gag
have
of maggot.
It didn't have a lot of nudity like trauma used to have, because they used to have a gaggle of nudity and that shit too.
Oh yeah.
It seems like
It was the norm.
the storyline like actually had a real story. You know, the son not connecting with him, and then
Okay, so it was
Earrings.
like, aside from the first like the original Toxic Avenger with our good friend Melvin, how would you say this film holds up in the sense of like recapturing that story? Is this recreating? Is it recreating the previous story, or is it in a sense creating its own story, just borrowing
the
elements
only
from the
part
original?
that felt like the original story to me was the weird shit that happens, like the people in the chicken place where they're robbing it and stuff like that. You know, the bad guy sense, like kind of like in the last Toxic Avenger movie, they had the diaper mafia.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh my Lanta!
But the difference is, I think, because I didn't get to watch it, but the difference when they redo shit like this and like they bring it into a new era is, if it's not as traumatizing as the first one was, then it's just basically capturing the essence to make it for a new audience. But when you're like, trauma is supposed to traumatize you. It's supposed to make you go, what the fuck did I just watch? And so then don't call it a trauma movie if it's not got, like, if he's not coming out of his mouth, I'm not watching it. Like, I don't want to watch that.
So I'd say that, but the fight scenes, like where he rips the dude's jaw off and stuff like that was pretty top notch.
Yeah,
You know, but
the big thing is, did it have the blessing of Lloyd Kaufman? Like, that's the biggest thing.
well, he endorsed it.
Well, then I'd say that
He
probably
did,
gives it a
because he did
positive
several
review. He endorsed
podcasts on it. They did, the whole cast was on a podcast talking
Yeah,
about
with him talking about it.
Oh, okay, so they actually were able to all sit down and discuss
Yeah.
the film and see, now that's got a lot more promising. Like
he endorsed the film, and like, you know, I can see where he could add a little bit of his touches to it.
absolutely,
You know what I mean? But it was for what it was pretty mainstream feeling.
right?
And that's exactly the opposite of what I thought
Yeah.
would happen. And that's why I'm of the mind, stop remaking these films. It's okay to take a little essence of the story, or to modernize a story, or to change a story. But you don't have to call it a remake. If you want to take essence of the story, just make a different story.
absolutely.
So
Stop fucking shit up.
Bring us another Wishmaster.
there you go.
Like,
Oh,
now
you know
that's a
what?
film series that needs
You
to
know,
be brought back.
okay, for real, and I know it sounds stupid. Puppet Master.
Yes, absolutely.
If they
Absolutely.
redid that with the with the technology we have now, they could turn it into an actual less camp, because let's be honest, that is
It
such
was
a
campy.
cheesy fucking.
It depends on
But
which
it's so
Puppet
good.
Master you're watching, though.
I've seen all of them because I love them.
the
'cause
the ones
dude
with the
big
Nazis,
hands,
that was my favorite one.
That one was fantastic.
they were
Yeah.
all like, they're stupid cheesy 80s and 90s films. I love them, but with the technology we have now, they could make the Puppet Master truly terrifying.
They could. They can make them next level in brutality. Like, there's.
So, like, I think there's okay in that kind of a remake. Like, if we didn't have the technology to make it as good as it could have been, but we do now. But stop changing the fucking story. My big issues, I love Halloween. Halloween was my favorite horror movie growing up. And it's not just one or two, because every one of them was good and they went together. And I loved that. Like, you could literally watch them in succession and understand the story progression. But when you go and you take... So I liked the Rob Zombie Halloweens. Loved them. Thought they were fucking great. Okay. So then they fire Rob Zombie and they get another guy. And then they make this last... succession of fucking horror movies, and the very first sentence said in the fucking movie, destroys the entire franchise. Oh, she's not actually related to him. That's just a folklore told for... The whole point of Halloween is that Laurie Strode is related to him. He's trying to kill his fucking family, and you destroy it in 2 sentences while she's walking through some fucking
There was a
down the
definite
street.
source of frustration there, especially with the dialogue that was actually provided for the film, because, like, in a sense, it was extremely sloppy dialogue. That's just a thing
But
some
that's
people made
stupid.
up to make them
That
feel
is
better.
the whole
What kind
premise of
description
the
is that?
whole fucking movie. Why would you destroy it in 30 seconds? I didn't want to watch it after that.
See, and that's where I'm on the other side of the fence, because originally, with the 1978 film, there was never meant to be a familial connection. The message of the film, in a sense, was that evil takes its own shape.
Yeah, she just...
It's told within the Charlie Bull story within the film,
Okay.
how he wiped out his family.
In the very first
and-
one, he does. He wipes out his family, and his whole point is he's killing everybody.
On a
He's
side
not
note, can we get a
necessar-
finish to that Charlie Bull story? I am dying to know the end of
You're
that
not
story.
going to. But the first one is good, and yes, he kills his whole family. But in the very first one, he's going after Laurie.
Yes, in a
Laurie
sense.
is his sister. She doesn't know she's his sister, but she is. That is the whole point of the entire movie. They actually continue that storyline clear until fucking what? The 8th one? No, what number was it when
Resurrection.
Laurie's daughter's in it?
It's not her daughter. It's like...
Yeah, it's her daughter.
No.
The little brunette girl was Laurie's daughter.
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie was Laurie's daughter.
Was she your daughter?
Yeah.
I thought it was
She
some
was-
other...
No,
like,
she's Laurie's daughter that Laurie hid so he couldn't find her. Laurie went into hiding.
Danielle Harris, one of the fair maidens of horror. Love you. Yeah, it's one of those... It's one of those questions of, like, original intent, like, in the sense of, like... Because John Carpenter's gone on record saying that, like, the original intent was that it was meant to be random evil. Laurie became his target once she stepped on his property.
Yeah.
That was her cardinal sin in that film.
Yeah.
The others were kind of through relation and, I mean, by fault their own stupidity. I mean,
They
walk
turned
out,
it
the
into a
door's locked.
haunted house.
You go inside to grab the keys, you come out, the car door's unlocked. How is that not a tremendous red flag to you?
What was the one where they had all those people that were like, it was, the house was dilapidated and it was like number 35 or some shit like that, where these teens go in and they're spending the night in the house and they end up all dead. Like, you knew that was gonna fucking happen.
Cabin in the Woods.
No, it's a Halloween.
No, she's
But-
talking about the one with the rapper in it. I
can't remember. I'm like, first off, if
Trick or
it's
treat,
dilapidated,
motherfucker.
you gonna tell me that you can't bust through that fucking door, but he can break through the walls?
That's a fair
Excuse
point.
me. You break through the fucking door. That metal ain't that good, okay?
I guarantee I can kick a door down.
But meanwhile,
If I'm scared enough.
Michael
especially.
Myers is literally busting through fucking walls.
That
Well,
always drives me nuts.
Let's talk about the fact he was living underneath his house and feeding on rats for a living. How did he not die of disease?
Hold on,
Like,
I want to go with
alone?
what you said. That always drives me nuts in horror movies when people are trying to get away and no, it's not the running up the stairs instead of the door. Door's locked. You're trying to get away from a killer. Go through the window. If you run and jump, it's
but
gonna break.
Even better than that is my favorite thing that, okay, this is very 70s, but it cracks me up every single fucking time. This is my biggest problem with slasher films, period. Hands down, and it's every female's biggest problem with the slash. First off, you ain't going nowhere with your titties out in the smallest white shirt you've ever seen in your life. Not happening.
Not alone.
Sorry, we don't do that.
Yeah, that's not real.
Thirdly,
And not packing.
why are you hiding behind a tree breathing hoping nobody can fucking hear
Okay,
you,
but
you are breathing and you're also whimpering, and then you're looking behind you as you're running through the forest thinking you're not going to trip and break your fucking ankle?
So part of the reason I think they do that real quick is, have you ever, we were talking about playing hide and seek earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you're sitting there trying to be quiet and suddenly your breath is the loudest fucking thing?
I get it. I do. Logistically, I get it. But it's like, takes me back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre #1, where I'm like, you fucking stupid ass
Right.
bitch.
I gotta chime in. That's exactly what I was about to bring up. Why was she screaming as she was running? It's
Exactly.
and he has a chainsaw. You're screaming louder than the device he's carrying, so he can hear you.
when
But
they're
she finally
hiding-
makes it to the highway, so she gets on a vehicle, so that's the only, like, yay. The fuck?
Right.
Why would you go back?
Right,
When they're hiding in
exactly.
a house and they call someone for help or something, and they're under the bed and the killer's in there and they're, he's in the room.
Yeah,
If
you're
it's
not-
silent, he heard you.
Yeah. It's like, you're not gonna fucking hear that shit?
Don't
For
say
real?
a word. The cops are literally tracing your call. You don't even have to say a word.
You know, the horror movies I actually enjoy these days are the ones, one, I can't predict perfectly, because in the first 5 minutes I can tell you exactly what's going to happen, who's going to live, who's going to die.
Mostly, yeah.
Then that kind of gets boring. But the part that I actually enjoy is when they do things that are fucking logical. Like, what was it? The don't say a word or whatever. Like, it's the one where the dude's like, he kidnaps women, keeps them in his basement. Like, it's the one that like actually fucked me up
I think
recently.
that is
Oh, yeah.
don't say a word.
Something
say a
like that.
word.
Like her logic as a character made sense. Like, because everything she did was like, yeah, I'd fucking do the same thing. Like, she was actually quiet, covering her mouth, not screaming like a banshee or going the wrong way down the stairs, or, you know, you have a glass fucking house, like in Scream. That drives me nuts. She's in a glass fucking house, but we're gonna go out the front fucking door?
Or they have like
Absolutely.
a weapon of some kind, like and it's almost always a fucking fireplace poker thing where they'll hit them with it once,
And then run.
throw it, and run.
Exactly.
Why did you throw it?
You know, why don't
Well-
you stick it in his eye?
Well, if you look at the
Right.
movies The Strangers, they go into the barn and there's like fucking hooks and shit everywhere. We're not grabbing at least 12.
Yeah, it's like, oh
or,
no. Like,
or we try to drive the one old truck that may or may not have been driven in 75 years.
Yep.
yeah.
Halloween Kills. She I can't remember the actress's name now. Is Laurie's daughter stabs Michael with a pitchfork in the back. He's literally pinned to the stairs. Curb stomp his ass, lady.
Like, I'm just like,
He's
the
pinned to the
logic-
stairs.
Like, why are we not setting on fire and or stabbing, or like, you got cars driving by and you're not trying to flag them down, or then you get away and you go back? Why are we going
Yeah,
back?
why do they
put
always
the
go back
pitchfork
to
to his head.
check?
He's dead.
Get away.
Don't
Just-
fucking care.
You have a head start.
If
You
he's
don't
not
see
dead,
him.
that's not my problem. It's that town's problem.
It's the next person's problem. I'm
Bitch,
done.
I ain't ever going back.
Yeah.
Scream 2. Why did you run away from the car? He's literally passed out. Yank the mask off of him, look at his face, and run away. Tell the cops who he is.
Oh,
There you go. Problem solved.
I have so many problems with so many of these slasher films. Like, y'all need to get creative. Like, you really need to get creative. That's, you know, I never watched any of the, what were they called? The funny horror movie, campy ones?
Oh, the scary movies.
Yeah, I never
Scary
watched
movie.
any of them. It's a backstory. But anyway, so I was watching them and they're talking about how, why are we doing this? Like, they're breaking it down on how stupid shit is. And I'm like,
There was
that's
actually
exactly accurate.
the first horror movie series that I started to get into and I really liked was the Paranormal Activity movies.
I actually enjoyed those.
I really loved those, and I started watching, like, on Animal Planet, they had the lost tapes that were
Yeah.
so horrible. But what ruined the Paranormal Activity movies for me?
The last one.
No, not even that far. The fourth one. Because my problem...
Was that the Witch Coven one?
No, it was the... So...
'Cause
Or
I've
was
seen
it
them
the
all.
third? No, I think it was
The
the...
third one.
It was the third, because it's the oldest, or the youngest sister's family, oldest sister's family.
You talking
them
about
as
the boy?
kids. The boy who was a Nickelodeon star.
Yeah.
Use unknown actors if you're doing found footage.
You know, and the found
That's
footage
why the Blair Witch
started.
Project worked.
Yes, so when Blair Witch Project came out, I took my cousin to see it at the theater, and that's the first time I ever seen that chick jump. She jumped. She jumped. And I thought it was so new. We hadn't had found footage shit. And to leave it so open with just some random dude standing the dude standing in the corner, and then the camera cuts, like she gets hit and the camera cuts and you don't see anything else.
Last movie that made me jump was Spider-Man 2.
Oh, good.
Like the old Tobey Maguire.
But I
set the
loved
right atmosphere, like
I
that claw
loved
coming over the edge of the building. will get you.
Paranormal Activity. I appreciated because I could not anticipate exactly what was going to, and then they furthered the story, like the Coven and the girls, and even when they went to like 5, it was the granddaughters
yeah.
that no, it goes back. It does the prequel
Yeah,
of
'cause
the one from the first and one for the second. It shows when they were little girls growing up in their house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But what ruined them all was the last scene on the very first one, where she's climbing up and she's like dragging her husband up the stairs and everything, and then her face changes in the camera. You ruined it. That ruined it for me.
I remember the first movie that I went and saw that it threw me off and it was a horror movie that didn't have any kind of intro. The movie just started. And so for the first like 10 minutes, I'm sitting there thinking I'm watching a trailer of something. But it was Sinister. No, not Sinister. Is Sinister the one on the cover? It's got a kid walking and dragging their hand along the wall.
Sinister 2.
No, but
I
I'm
think the first
that
one
series,
was.
but it's the first one.
Yes, because that's the one where the kid cuts up his dad with a lawnmower. So yeah, it would be Sinister 1.
No, this one, the end scene, the dad dies in the house because it's the dad's the artist or whatever. So they moved out to this house and he's got the 2 kids. And we all think, the whole movie, you think it's the youngest daughter that's doing this. It's got to be her. And then it turns out at the very end scene, it's the oldest son that was doing all of it.
No, that's not Sinister. That was
they came out the same year. That's the problem.
It's oh God, now that you said that, I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, they came out the exact same year. Because Sinister had the stupid Darth Maul looking dude that popped out around.
Okay, we'll go before we finish that one. Okay, so my mom, like I said, she introduced me to horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
I went and I watched Sinister at her house, just on a random day. I was newly divorced, so I watched it while she was downstairs. And my mom doesn't watch horror movies anymore, so I was like, I'm gonna make my mother watch this movie, because the very first one has all the pop-up scenes where you see him in the background, and just out of the blue, he pops up for no fucking reason.
He doesn't look like Darth Maul, though.
He does. So I get my mom, my stepdad goes out of town, and my mom and I get some Boone's Farm,
Ooh, bougie.
Farm. So we're drinking, and I'm making my mom watch horror movies all night long. And granted, I'm in my late 30s, so this wasn't that long ago. And I'm watching my mom watch these movies, and we're getting to the scene where they're doing the playback of the car. The kid's in the car, and he's finally figuring out that the guy is in the background of everything. So my mom starts taking off her shoes. She's getting comfortable, right? She's taking off her shoes, and she's got one sock off, and she's doing this, and I'm watching her because I know what the fuck's coming. And I'm watching her, and she gets her sock up like this, like she's gonna put it down, but she freezes like this, and I watch and I wait, and she's eventually got her sock up to her face, and she's doing this like terrified like thing, and I just wait, and then they show his face, and I make her jump. Jesus Christ! Throws her sock across. She will not watch horror movies with me anymore, but it was the greatest thing. This is the woman who traumatized me as a child.
I have a very small side story, but it was a haunt that I went to. We used to go all the time back home. This attraction has actually been featured on Travel Channel at McCall's Pumpkin Patch. During the day, it's a pumpkin patch. At night, it's the haunt. Me and my friends had gone like 2-3 years in a row at this point. This was our 4th year, and one girl was new to joining us. She hadn't been able to go the years before. Certain things, they change a lot of things every year.
Well, yeah.
But there's one particular thing that we knew was coming. But she's talking, and she's not really paying attention, so she didn't notice when the rest of the group stopped walking. And she kept going. And the best part was she noticed at the exact perfect time. She turned her back to the thing. What's going on, guys? And we're just, nothing, you're good. It's a car that rolls out and then just honks in its lights right at you. It came right up behind her.
That's called I pissed myself.
That close. And we're all just sitting there watching. And so she notices we're just, she's like, what's wrong, guys?
I've been to haunted houses. And I took actually his ex-girlfriend, the last one I've been, which was like fucking, 15, 20 years ago or so. And I took her, and those don't scare me at all. I find them hilarious. But was the best part about it is watching her run around screaming. I laughed so hard I did piss myself. I straight up did. I laughed that hard because she's running like a banshee, losing her head, and I'm just dying.
My problem, I am very hyper aware of my surrounding. It's one of my wonderful TISM things. I'm very hyper aware. So when we go, I see it coming. They can't get me. And if you're a haunt actor, quite a few out there that I know, they know you're not going to go after the one that's sitting there like, I see you coming.
Yeah.
My 2 friends, the very first year, I am tall. I was already about my height as I am now, 5'7", 5'8". These 2 girls are 5'2", maybe. One is walking in front of me with her arm backwards like this to my shirt. The other one is behind me doing it. And I'm trying to warn them so bad. I'm like, on your left, it's coming up in front of you. What? Right as it would get her, and I'm just like, I tried.
Yeah.
They don't come after me, so they don't scare me as bad.
Yeah, you don't have the reaction they want.
No.
Sorry. That was a
Sidebar.
whole hour and 4 minutes of just randomness. Shall we take a break real quick?
We can.
Let's
You guys-
take a break real quick
Yes,
because I'm
please.
going to have to stop.
It's me. And I think it was this cord actually just now.
It is when you touch it. That's very
weird.
strange. It shouldn't do that. So it's the mic cord. Interesting. Okay, so we're back. So let's get into a little bit of like the get to know Psyman and Katie, shall we? So let's see. We already know that you're huge horror movie fans. Well, Psyman is. Katie's learning.
I'm new.
She's growing as a human being. So what else is there? Something else that we don't? Can I ask you? Who's your favorite wrestler? Can I ask you that?
Well, aside from myself, oof, that one's a tough one. I've always felt a very spiritual connection to Mick Foley and his balance to be able to sort out his personalities. It's a level of control I aspire to. The unfortunate thing is, Psyman and I are kind of like, it's almost two people driving one car. It's like a car with two steering wheels, and with the press of a button, I'm out of there. Ejector seat shot out of there like a Bond film or something, and he just takes over, and then by the time everything's done, she's telling me the stories, they're giving me the hype and the highlights of everything that's happened, and I just kind of roll with the story. I've learned to take the back seat when Psyman wants to take control. Just let him handle business out there when it comes to ring work.
Less of a struggle. So Mick Foley's a good one. Is he pretty well the inspiration for who you are as far as a wrestler goes then?
At least my ability to sort out my personal traumas and issues, like separate real life from what I do in the ring, because I have a feeling if I did in the ring what my separate self would want to do to people in the ring,
you're going to end up spitting your tooth out through your nose?
Yeah, very much. Yeah, it's not a situation that's going to result well in me being able to, carry my children down the line. Like
that sounds like a castration issue.
I want to be able to stand up and play ball with my kids down the line here, and there's certain aspects of what we do out there in the ring that I look to Katie Lynn a lot to help control. She's the one that helps keep Psyman on the leash, I guess, in a sense, to where he's not going to do something stupid that's going to result in both of us paying the price.
So, did you grow up watching wrestling then?
Oh, yeah. 93 or 94, I think it was my first time really taking in the world of professional wrestling. Memory serves, my father ordered a WCW pay-per-view, and for some odd reason, Bash at the Beach is screaming out to me, but I don't think the show was actually entitled Bash at the Beach. It took place at a beach, and I remember Cactus Jack and Vader just going blow for blow.
There was a series called Bash at the Beach.
Tearing it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ever since, it was like, this is
They tried to,
my
so
thing.
that's
This
like
is what I love.
peak Attitude Era type.
Almost
right before,
Yeah.
Almost before, yeah, because I think at that rate the NWO.
That's when
wasn't
they were
even-
starting some really weird, like trying to do spring break wrestling type shit.
Absolutely, I think was it
Sturgis.
Trouble in Paradise?
Yeah.
Was Hulk Hogan's hottest new project that he was working on?
So weird.
That show
It is
sucks.
such look. That is such a strange. I mean, we lived through it, but like when you go back and you see clips of it, and you're like, that is such an odd era of wrestling. That
What an
it
odd
is-
thing for them to do publicly.
That is not a surprise that most females did not care for that shit.
My only issue with like the Attitude Era, and I remember being a little kid and thinking this, and it drove me insane because it's what almost in a sense shattered the illusion for me, was when you'd see the divas and they'd take a huge slam, like jumping off something and landing on their chest, and it's like there's not a chance on earth that they are full-blown taking that impact on those fake tits without them busting or pop something.
Oh, to be fair, there were some busted implants.
But like in
is
some of the
I
girls
can
where
think
they're
of at least two of them right off
There
the
was
top
a
of my
couple
head.
instances.
some of the girls where they were so big and natural, and it's just like I don't got much, and I know how much it hurts.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that ruined it for me. And now what I love is the girls are athletes. They have an athletic body, and nothing bad. I'm not judging someone that has them, but like,
it is a different mindset because back then, so like in your era, like you're talking about, when you had the divas, they weren't on there because they were athletes. They were on there because they had big tits and a great body.
But
it was
that's
all
what
about
ruined it.
looks. It's all about looks. So
The industry of eye candy.
what I appreciate now is you're right. They are athletes. They're still beautiful women. Most of them are very beautiful women, but they're also beautiful and athletic. And you've got a lot more of these, like Jordan Grace and Rhea Ripley, and you've got
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill has a beautiful body, is a terrible wrestler.
that's fair. I'm just going like where they look like
She's
athletes.
definitely
looks like-
struggling to find her character.
Look, she looks like she should be a great wrestler.
I think Charlotte's big thing is she needs to stop wrestling like she's a tiny girl. She has those long legs and she's lanky.
Well,
She needs to wrestle like she's tall.
Okay, and that is the struggle when you're taller than every female. Like her tag team partner right now is 5'2". Charlotte is, to be fair, she's only 5'9". She looks a lot taller.
As a
on
girl,
film.
it shows.
I feel bad for Raquel.
Oh God.
Raquel is 6 foot tall, and Nia Jax and
but they
that
don't
new one.
look
What's
it.
her name?
Lash.
Lash Legend.
They don't look as lanky, and nothing bad on Charlotte. She looks great.
She's got
It's just
long legs.
when you're that skinny and lanky, you've got to wrestle different than someone like Raquel Rodriguez, where she's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
When you're that lanky,
I feel bad
Use
for
it.
Charlotte in that she's competing with her dad's legacy.
she needs to get
Which
her
now
a different.
she's because for years she fought that. She fought that for a long. She's been wrestling 20 years at least.
20 years now. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember.
And she fought for a
watching
long
her
time
debut.
to want to be separated from the Ric Flair. So now Charlotte, it looks like she's having fun.
True.
And she's embracing the fact that she's Ric Flair's daughter, because she used to hate the woo. She hated it. She hated it.
Yeah. She
but
can't
she can't.
woo as well.
But you can't. But she can't get away from it. So why not embrace it?
If you can't beat 'em, join
She's
'em.
not Ric Flair. Plus, she's honoring her dad at this point because he's had fucking 3 heart attacks
3 going on
at
4.
least. Dude's face is
Something. From
From
constantly
what I hear,
bright.
he's wanting to do one more match.
He's wanting to
Which-
come back. Period. He wants to do another run for fucking AEW, and I'm like, dude, sit down.
Rick, we love you, man.
Sit
Please don't
down.
do this to
Like,
yourself.
there isn't a single human being on this earth who wants to see him actually die in the ring.
Did
No,
he get like a
not one.
prophecy as a child that said you will die in a wrestling ring, and now
I
he's just
don't
like, I gotta do
know.
it?
He doesn't need to. Like, we like to see him come back and do stuff.
Commentary, something like that.
Yeah, spots, just as much as you enjoy Triple H getting in there and saying some shit in the ring. We enjoy it. Or come out as a manager if you absolutely, or even a trainer. I think that's Ric Flair's thing right there. Be a trainer, a character trainer specifically, because God knows he had the best character for 40 years.
Oh, and the man could talk like no other.
Right.
Honestly,
Teach him how to be
the
a
man was-
mouthpiece.
The man was born for commentary or managerial
But
work.
don't get in that ring.
Especially following up on J.J. Dillon.
And if he wants to be in the ring, be a bigger announcer kind of thing that talks it up. Like,
Yeah, but getting in the ring and taking bumps at his age after everything he's been through, I get it when you have the passion for it, it stays. It doesn't go
and
anywhere.
it's hard to walk away from anything you're passionate
But
about.
come on.
It is. You've been
Have a
doing
seat.
it as long as he has, and you have that much of a love for this business. You think about you begin looking at any way and any risk that you can take to keep yourself within that business. And honestly, it's like, Rick, with the talent and know-how and vocal abilities you have, you're born for commentary. You'd be bigger than Jerry Lawler as a heel commentator.
Oh, yeah.
Or interviewing the wrestlers and stuff.
I just don't. I always, and I've said this before, I wish that wrestlers would step away so that they can have a life before they're completely, disabled and can't.
Right.
I understand that back in the day, y'all didn't make shit. So you had to. Like, you didn't know what else. You didn't have anything else. And I get you have the passion, too, so you don't want to do anything else. But there comes a point where I don't want to see Ric Flair have a heart attack in the middle of the fucking ring because he wants to fight some new kid who just came out.
Or go to do a flip and break his back because he's so or his bones
And
are.
I mean, honestly, is there really that much demand for Ric Flair versus El Vikingo?
No.
Like their styles don't mesh well. The styles
At all.
just clash, and it
I
wouldn't
mean,
work.
I would love him to come out and talk shit to say MJF.
That would be a perfect fit because honestly,
just come out and talk shit to him. But
I'm
I don't
surprised
want
he's
him to
not
take even if he
partnered
took
with
a
MJF.
small bump. Like I could watch him take a tiny bump, not a big one. What?
Ric Flairhausen.
Ric Flairhausen.
Can you imagine how big that road would be?
That would get so. I mean, and shoot, let's get on the topic of Danhausen. Danhausen making his WWE debut. What is your thoughts on that?
I can honestly say I am actually really excited to
love
see
him.
what he does.
I love everything about him so far.
I'm a silly wrestling for life kind of person, period. So I wish they would have done something more with him with his debut. Other than him, I loved his entrance. Like, it's very 60s, very cool. But I kind of wish he would have, I don't know what they could have done with him because they didn't build to it, but done something with him. But then the next thing they do is his Demandhausens.
They should have had him curse that audience for booing him.
Exactly. Like, he cursed Dominic Mysterio, and Dominic lost his belt.
Yeah.
Well, one of his belts.
Well, and now with the newest thing that I just saw, and oh my god, one of his Demandhausens was that he was to get a I can't think of the word, but what Darby was to Sting, he needed someone that he could be
mentor?
their he needed a mentor.
So it's gonna be the Miz.
It's the Miz.
It's gonna totally be.
Okay, so his
Danhausen.
newest one that he just put out like yesterday or the day before was he wants to be on the Spherehausen in Las Vegas to promote WrestleMania Hausen.
Oh my god! That would
And
be
then
fantastic.
my favorite Demandhausen is him being in the Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame immediately.
Like damn, Hausen. You're jumping the gun a little bit.
I
early
love it.
there,
I'm
man.
a silly wrestling for life. I just cannot wait for the day for R-Truth to come up and tell him he looks like Sting, or call him Sting, and for the two of them to have like a moment of silliness. Just I'm so ready for it.
I think it would also be funnier because, and I don't know if R-Truth did anything with Darby and calling him Sting or anything, but if instead of calling him Sting, he called him Darby.
Oh, Darby, yeah.
Because if he hasn't had anything with Darby and then just making that connection out of nowhere.
I don't know that he would do Darby because they do have to draw that line because Darby wasn't Darby Allin in WWE.
He wasn't ever in WWE.
Yeah,
No,
so
he's
they
AEW,
wouldn't-
isn't he?
Yeah, so they wouldn't do that. He could
Yeah.
do Sting because Sting was Sting in WWE. So that
True.
that is the line that I can see him drawing. So R-Truth is great, period, every time he comes out. So now that you've added Danhausen, I'm like, oh.
I do wish we had gotten a little bit more time with Ron Killings when he was mad and fired and stuff, and then back is just that, and then but I love R-Truth, but I just a little bit more of that.
Yeah, because what we should have actually gotten was Ron Killings and John Cena.
Yeah,
We should have gotten that. We deserved that. We earned that. And I think
real
Ron
Killings.
Killings earned that shit.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. The real Ron Killings finally being able to make his debut in WWE was such a hot moment, and where it seemed like they were taking it. But then I just don't know what happened with I don't know if it was the booking. I don't know if it was just like
Story's
they hit a
falling
brick
apart.
wall, or the story wasn't believable
Yeah,
with him against Cena. But it's like Ron Killings has been a world champion many times over in several different companies. The only one he hasn't gotten that push was WWE, and it's like,
and they let him go
this
and they
point,
bring him
why?
back, but exactly because it's not like, well, he had tag team partners with the Miz, so he's had a belt within the last 5 years because he was him and the Miz, and was it just him and the Miz?
I think it was him and the Awesome Truth. Yeah.
Awesome Truth. They were the tag team champions. Very short,
Very
but
short, yeah.
it's those belts.
Well, he might be getting one again because they tagged him with
Damian
Damian
Priest.
Priest.
Which Damian Priest, he's one of those that R-Truth always tries to break him,
Always.
Damian breaks every fucking time. Like, he cannot. He loves him so fucking much. It's ridiculous. You can see him almost get giddy when he sees him come around.
Your ability to make somebody break, like especially in this industry, is like it speaks leagues for your character. And
It
that's
is.
why
Look.
Danhausen, I think, will prosper in that aspect, but eventually he's going to have to wrestle, and it'll be interesting to see how they choose to
It's
take
kind
his
of like,
angle.
okay, so when they brought Joe Hendry, you know,
Say
exactly, kind of campy, kind of cheesy. But have you seen him on AEW recently?
I mean, in NXT.
Yeah, NXT.
Oh, in
sorry,
NXT, yeah.
NXT recently. He's not the same character. He's more serious. We just watched him retain his belt yesterday. He's like actually talking, and he's not got the
Talking about
it's-
kicking your ass.
He's not just doing this kind of like hi, happy me.
He's
smile.
like, I'm a happy me, but he's also like, I'm
He's
gonna
a
fucking
serious
beat
fighter.
your ass.
It's like,
But it's a good time, but it's not just cheesy campy.
it's like
So,
I worked to get here to WWE, and now
You think you can-
all the silliness has been drained out of me. I'm serious here. I'm making a name for
he's
myself.
still doing the like Joe
The wave your
Hendry
hands
song,
stuff.
and he's
Love
still
it.
waving his hands, but he's like, no, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
Yeah,
and he
he-
did.
he
It was a
did.
hell of a match.
Him and
I'm
Ricky
gonna have to
Saints.
pop that. I'm gonna have to pop that.
That
one
was
and
on
check
last
that out.
night. You
Yeah,
have
the
to check it out.
Vincent's Day.
Well, yeah, I was. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I was locked in I was locked in at a late shift. I don't know what Simon was up to last night, but he didn't tell me much
Causing
about any of the
mischief.
shows. Probably, just getting into trouble or something.
Troublemaker.
Digging holes in the backyard again.
Speaking of last night, though, I want y'all's, or not last night, 2 nights ago. I would like your opinion on the new champion again.
Yeah, that's
Which one?
That's where we're
Cody.
going.
Cody's the champion again.
Okay, so Jay told me that they were gonna do that. It was predictable that they were gonna do that. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't. Just first off, you knew they were going to because they've been teasing Cody and Randy for 2 years. Since Cody finished his story, Randy's been eyeing that title. You know, he's had his eye, he has been. You go back and watch it. Every time Randy has come to help Cody and all the bloodline bullshit and the new bloodline bullshit, it's called the family or whatever. It was very
My family tree.
When
Marilyn-
Randy's
Marilyn Manson bullshit.
when Randy's on the screen, I don't
It's-
notice his eyes. You didn't ask my favorite wrestler.
I haven't got there yet. You asked my opinion on the Cody thing.
That's
It
true.
was predictable. I love Cody Rhodes. I do. I was so happy when he finished his story and took the belt off of Roman because it was time for Roman to drop that
one,
belt.
yes, that one,
But
yes.
I do not appreciate that is that predictable. And I hate to say it, WWE has kind of fallen off in favor as far as storylines with me in the last 2 years.
Well, I mean, like I said to Joe, isn't this the second time in just a couple years that Drew McIntyre has held the belt for the shortest amount of time?
That is very true.
And Drew right now is on the run of his fucking career.
absolutely, like he's
So
at the
why
absolute
is he losing
peak.
it?
Exactly.
It doesn't make much sense, and it kind of brings
Because
the
we want
question,
Cody
like,
and Randy.
Right.
We can have Cody and Randy anytime.
what's this delusion that they have that like the championship has to be the centerpiece of a feud? It does not have to be. You
Because
can
you're
have raw
pushing CM
hatred.
Punk's and you're pushing CM Punk and Roman. That's already your main event right there.
Right, boom. It's already said. I'm pretty sure
Which
it's in
I'm
Punk's
already
contract at
not
this rate.
excited about. I'm just telling you.
I'm excited to see Punk get his main event.
Punk is in a middle. He's a middle of the road for me. It's a love hate thing with me and Punk.
Yeah.
But I'm over Roman. Like, I love Roman, and every time I see him, I always worry about his health. And that's how we are with wrestlers, period. We're like, how you doing health-wise? I'm always worried about him. He looks pale. He looks sick. But I am over the fact that the only time you see Roman is at pay-per-views or, like, 2 shows before a
every 3
pay-per-view.
months.
There's no build for a fucking story.
That is
Like,
fair.
CM Punk had to build that story by himself. CM Punk had to build that whole him and Roman story all by himself. Him and Paul Heyman had to build that. And then Roman just shows up and goes, yeah.
And it falls back on that narrative of Roman, like, and it's no offense against you, Roman. I got nothing but respect for you. You know, I'm excited to see you in Street Fighter.
Same with Cody. Have you seen
He's
the hair?
He's one of those Oh man, that
It makes
hair
me
that
think
you
of
can
Small
literally
soldiers.
I know.
You can serve a plate of pancakes on the top of his head.
Motherfucker, that thing is like 4 miles high.
Major
That's a
Chip
lot of
Hazard
hairspray.
2.0.
If y'all have never worn your hair in a mohawk, even 1 inch, you don't realize how close your head comes to hitting shit. So I just want the behind-the-scenes filming of him running into everything.
Taking the top right off.
Every lamp you can.
But like,
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. It's the narrative that like, it's not the narrative. I guess is the word I'm looking for. It feels like in a sense that Roman is in a way been exposed. He needs support, like a strong supporting cast around him to make his character last and make you want to have him around more. When he had the bloodline going on with Solo and
you still
Jay,
didn't get him at pay-per-views.
Yeah, only
He
got him
didn't
at the
do-
pay-per-views, but he was still popular because it's like, all right, he's
Because
the
he was
head
on God
boss
mode.
of this.
Because he was in God mode.
Exactly, God
okay,
mode.
so and they're treating him with this Legends contract, right?
Right.
But you got people who've been wrestling longer than him that are wrestling more often than him. I understand if he's logistically, logically outside of storytelling. If his health is not good, I don't want him wrestling.
Right.
Like if it's actually his leukemia, absolutely don't want him. Love him to death because I do. I love me some Roman Reigns. But I would like to see him more often because we're not getting him building a story. Like I said, CM Punk and Paul Heyman are building these stories, and then you get him to come out, and it's great. It's a huge pop. But why are we doing Roman Reigns is the main event at every single pay-per-view? Why? It's just like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Why are we
Burns
doing
out.
Brock Lesnar at every fucking I'm so over it.
It burns out after a while, too. You're like, oh.
Because then you know what's going to
Okay.
happen at every pay-per-view. It's going to be
it's-
Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk. There's going to be Seth Rollins running in the back from somewhere.
It feels like they're just trying to find their new streak.
And now it's
Like,
Cody Rhodes.
Taker's thing's gone, and now they literally have Brock coming out here saying, I'm going to issue an open challenge to whoever at Mania because I beat the Undertaker streak. So it's like,
Yeah.
why are you trying? Like, I know
We're trying
the
to
point-
recapture the 90s.
You
and
want to
it's not
recapture
working.
that, but it's like we're in 2026. You can't recapture the 90s. You can't have Sable come out there and rip her top off and have only handprint bikini covering her because people don't want to
Please
see
don't
that
do it.
anymore.
I don't want. I wouldn't watch
People
it.
don't want to see that anymore.
I don't want to
I
see,
don't.
and that's my issue
I'd
with the
rather
women's
see
division.
talented
Period.
women fighting and showing their skill.
Yeah, right.
But what if it's someone like, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to go HCW for this. Just imagine Blade coming out that same way. Handprint bikini.
Okay, so that's different. That's got comic
See,
relief.
that would get a pop.
That's different. But my issue is like, okay, so
Scripted.
we have some extremely talented females in WWE, NXT, AEW. Some extremely. Why are we still trying to push this 90s attitude era? Women are just there for sex and panties, and we're pushing that.
Because Triple H was big then,
I
and
don't
that's
give
all
a
he
fuck.
knew.
That-
And he's
I-
running it now, so that's what he knows.
Well, and I don't know because Triple H is in creative, but he is not the only one. So I know how people like to blame Triple H for damn near everything that goes wrong with WWE.
He's the
but
face to blame.
It's TKO.
It's TKO.
It's
because
true.
let's just put it this way: before TKO took over, we were headed in some great storylines.
We were heading in a great
You talk
direction.
about the Wyatt family storylines. We were getting really excited with the Judgment Day. We were getting really excited with a lot of the storylines. And then all of a sudden it's like they shut that all straight the fuck off. And now we're getting into we're just this side of doing bra and panty matches.
Yeah, and honestly, when that comes back, that's when I'm
done.
I gotta be
I'm
done
out.
with WWE because you can't. Wrestling, you should never move backwards. You should always move forwards.
And why are we falling back on the old?
Yep.
Well, and just real quick, I want to say this. When I'm saying that about Triple H, it's kind of like with most things. He's technically, the way the story is written, he's the face to blame. He's
That's
the
true.
one. So I say it in the format of, that's what you want me to blame? I'm going to blame him then.
Yeah, and but the general issue that we have with fans is that they're very much bandwagon people.
Fair.
That's true.
So what a lot of stupid fans, because wrestling fans are stupid fans. I will 100% admit that. They have ADHD and they're stupid, and the only person they ever blame for anything is Triple H. Like, he's the one who controls 100% of what's going
Hey.
on, and that's not true.
I blamed McMahon for a while, too.
Okay, wait, no, but when McMahon was running it,
He was the one to blame.
he did run
Iron
every
Fist,
fucking
Fair.
thing.
like, everything
Triple
was
H,
him.
it's a whole different, like, WWE is completely different. Now that you have board members, you have TKO running shit, you've got AAA's involved, you got NXT, TNA's been purchased, you got all this shit. Like, it is a completely different world.
I wasn't
now.
raised watching it. That goes into the mom didn't want us to be violent.
Well, stop being so violent.
It's in my blood.
Is it?
Anyways, when I met Joe, and he started introducing me and educating me, I'm still so new to this. I do still look at a lot of it from a fan point of view. Like, yeah, I see the other stuff, the technicals. I don't know much when it comes to the business side, like the TKO purchasing it. Honestly, until I met Joe, I didn't know there were other TV companies besides WWE. I genuinely thought AEW and NXT were completely part of WWE. They were just a different day and different people.
Yeah, AEW's on Wednesdays.
Well, like Raw versus SmackDown, how it's still
Monday and Friday.
And so I didn't know any of this. And up until very recently, I thought TKO was a MMA company.
And it is
but
still.
Solely. That's all I thought it was.
Yeah, well, they didn't bridge out until 2 years ago. Has it been 2 years since TKO bought? It's been at least 2.
Probably.
Wrestling time is weird.
It is weird. It is weird. The years and
So,
the days fly by.
You
like
said
no
you
other.
started watching like early 90s?
No, okay, so I've seen bits and pieces, because, again...
But we don't want to corrupt you with the violence.
Well, this is fair. I saw pieces, because, like, my dad was a heavy haul over-the-road trucker. He wasn't home much.
Oh, I got
So when he was home, on occasion, Mom would let it, like, fine, you can watch wrestling tonight, blah, blah, blah. And so I get to see some things. Like, oh my gosh, I can remember back when they still had the mics that hung from the ceiling.
That was a great concept.
And
I wish they'd still do it.
Like bits and pieces. There was one thing I saw one time, the mic was down and they were talking, and all I remember was whoever it was taking it and just smashing the other person with the mic.
Ken Anderson.
I have no memory. I don't know.
That's Ken Anderson.
So my first renditions were always Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker. Those were the only names I knew. And then
pretty general, yeah.
Yeah, and then growing up, seeing a little bit online, Randy Orton. I love him. I love him
Jay
so
does
much.
too.
I do too.
Yeah, but I think my fantasies and your fantasies are a little different.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Randy, for a good time, call KT.
I'll bring Jay.
RKO me anytime.
Oh my God.
RK bro me anytime.
Hey, look, I love RK Bro. Don't even knock it.
RK
But-
bro is awesome.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
But what if I want to RK blow?
Wow. That's not what I
RK,
thought.
whoa.
No!
Jay's like, I'm out on that threesome. I just wanted him to elbow drop me or RKO me or fucking...
Maybe pump me in the head.
Hit me with the overdrive.
Wow.
I'm not ashamed. But that's what... And so I knew, like, the little bits that I saw online. My ex was a massive fan, but didn't really share that with me. I didn't really care.
Right.
So I have, like, 90s knowledge, like maybe 6 episodes in the 2000s, and then 2004 or 2024 on.
Yeah.
So how did you finally get Katie Lynn to get into, like, did you just like, hey, you want to watch this with me? And she's like, nah, not really.
Honestly, that's the crazy thing is it was her interest in learning about, like, years ago, back when XWE was still in operation. That was her first wrestling show.
Wow.
Her first bit of exposure. And
Simon Balasong versus Illustrious Ray Leone.
Yep.
So you just brought your new girlfriend to a show?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then from then on, it's
pretty
like,
much. And she came to me afterwards and said, you need some work. Simon needs some guidance. I'm getting in on this, and ever since, like,
that's some cocky ass shit.
I do not know.
Would say.
I do not know how she pulled this off, but she slipped right under Billy Simmons' radar, and she just showed up and was running part of the company one day.
And then all of a sudden, she's the head of Seventh Seal. How did that fucking happen?
I'm awesome.
Awesome.
She's very good.
So, who
with her
is your
words.
favorite? Do you have a favorite now?
I mean,
I guess when you started watching. Other than Randy, we don't
I
need
won't
no
say
more
Randy.
blow. No more blow.
I mean, it still applies for Rhea too, because Rhea Ripley. That you asked him inspiration. Obviously, we all can tell. That's where my inspiration was.
I think if you're gonna do anything in that goth emo,
I mean, I dress that normally. This is just lazy today.
yeah. I mean that makes sense. Do you have anybody else who's like moves other than Rhea?
I like bits and pieces of everyone's stuff. Like, one big thing, I love Rey Mysterio and his, this sounds bad, but I call it flippity doo-dahs.
I flying shit.
I
Spot
love
monkey.
all of the ones
West
who
Coast
do that,
popping it.
especially like anyone who can do those just quick succession fast moves. So it's more,
Lucha.
not even so much just the lucha, but the fast ones. Like when,
Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn.
She doesn't know who they are.
I know who Rob Van Dam is.
Psychosis.
Yeah, but I bet she
Super
thought that's what she's
crazy.
talking about.
Oh,
It's
that's
super
probably if
crazy.
she would have seen Rob Van Dam at his peak, she'd have loved him.
Especially
Like-
against Jerry Lynn.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah.
those guys that can just do
Dean
the
Malenko.
fast.
Yeah. there's
Well, he
good
was a
one.
slow style though. Dean Malenko worked a slow, methodical style.
Yeah, but he
that worked
was
for him.
good,
He was
though.
a mean
Mm-hmm.
sucker.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like through time, because I always was more. I paid attention to personality, character. One big thing that I'm just hyper vigilant. So I watch people and I watch the characters. I always loved Steve Austin. Just his not given a from my childhood.
The
That
badass.
was yeah. Although for years when I was really little, I'd get Stone Cold Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan mixed up.
Fair enough.
So it was Stone Cold Hulk
fair.
Hogan.
You know what? That's completely fair, and I 100% am sorry that you ever had to be
He
exposed
did.
to
He
either
did
one.
do the weird Hulk Hogan thing in ECW. That shit was fucking great.
Oh yes, yes, there is that.
I ain't got what it takes.
So, do you like Nikki Cross's new character, or do you know who Nikki Cross is?
I mean, honestly, I haven't seen much of her besides her bits with the Wyatt Six.
What?
I haven't got to
You need
see.
to go back.
I
You
would
need
love
go.
to.
If you want to explore somebody that's really good at character work, she's a great wrestler.
She is. She is.
But
fantastic.
Nikki Cross's character ability is amazing. Go back and watch when she was tag team partners with Rhea, and she was the almost superhero.
Yes, and even going all the way back.
If you
to,
go
like,
back to
NXT
her,
time
yeah.
with Sanity.
Or go with not Liv Morgan.
No.
Shit. The other one that does the sister Abigail.
Oh, Alexa.
Alexa Bliss.
Alex.
Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss.
I loved with character work. I loved Alexa Bliss, especially before Rest in Peace Bray passed, and what they were doing with her. I loved that, and I love how with him. I don't know if it did line up, him passing and her kind of stepping back and taking a break.
She had already stepped back from injury, but then she
She
ended
had a
up-
baby.
Well, she was injured, and then she had the baby. And that lined up around that same time with him passing, which is horrible
And-
because they started building up,
And that what I was
Her-
worried about, because they had built this thing with her,
and it got
was
so
cool.
big.
And it's like you can't just not. You can't
Yeah.
just ignore it, pretend it never happened, start over. And I like how when she came back, she still had the color, the look, and she's slowly kind of peeling out of it, but not an abrupt.
I really wish they would have continued because for a long time, when they were starting to give us the Easter eggs of the Wyatt family, which I couldn't tell you how excited I am. I
Oh,
was
we
so-
were every
so
time
stupid.
a new one
So
would come
thrilled.
out.
But when they were showing like Nikki standing, staring, just not even wrestling, just standing there, staring, not doing shit for like all the pay-per-views, even in the Rumble, she was not even in the ring. She was outside the ring, just standing there.
Well, she got thrown out of
Staring.
the Rumble and she still stayed there.
And they were doing that like Nikki was putting stalking Alexa Bliss before
Right.
Bray passed away.
Yeah, because then
I-
she took a break for a little bit after that.
Yeah,
'cause
she actually went to go
disappeared.
get her doctorate.
She got her doctorate.
She has her fucking doctorate. She's a goddamn genius.
That
She
is
did.
awesome.
That's why she stepped away.
Beautiful and smart.
She exactly. But Nikki Cross, if you want to study character work, her and Alexa Bliss are beautiful characters. They're just so fucking good. Rhea has great character work. I love Rhea, but when you're talking about somebody completely out of the norm,
One person who This sounds so hard to talk about it like this because I don't like the character. I actually vehemently in my core hate the character that they play. But I've learned and stuff that outside of it, she's a wonderful person. But I personally have had too much issue with people like her.
Oh, okay.
I hate Liv Morgan's character so much. It physically hurts me. Honestly, that match when she finally stole Dom and the kiss, I was crying because I felt what Rhea was portraying and all of that because I'd been there so many times.
Oh my God! You know what though?
Every ounce, but
Liv
that's
plays
how
that
good it
role
is.
so
she
fucking
does.
well.
She plays it so well.
She makes you want to
It's-
fucking hate everything about that little, calling her all kinds of dirty horror slut
It's how
names. Yep.
it's how I used to hate Paul Heyman, the way you're supposed to hate him.
Oh, yeah.
And it was purely because I cannot stand the way that man says Brock Lesnar.
That is why we love him. What are you talking about? It's Paul. It's Paul Heyman.
Every time. And my client, Brock Lesnar.
And that's not a spoiler.
But that's truth, though.
That's a prediction.
That's literally Paul Heyman. If you go back to his like
And that's
old
it.
days of managing, like back when he was first managing the new Midnight Express, he was going up against Jim Cornette in matches, and he was the most sniveling little
Look,
prick
but that's his
assistant.
actual
It's the-
personality.
He's so good at it.
And that's
He
the
never
point.
drops that. Even in interviews, when you watch him on podcasts or whatever, Paul never drops that character.
That
it's
one-
1000% him. All
There's
the
You
time.
have to ask how much of it is actually character.
Well, there's that interview, or
Right.
it wasn't an interview. He was on a stage, and it was at something. He was like doing a speech, like a motivational thing.
Oh.
And he had mentioned Chris Benoit or something, and one of the fans in the audience shouted, "My boy!" And Paul went into this like speech. He got mad, but it was still the exact same Paul Heyman character. The way he's explaining this, like, no, you can think that, but it was there. You can tell it's in his
When he
core.
was inducted into the Hall of Fame, he actually gave a little bit about Chris Benoit, and his speech was so fucking good. It was very on point for Paul Heyman. But him just dressing up as his old self from ECW, bringing out that box of shit,
The jacket
like,
and the hat, it was
everything. Like
so
he
refreshing.
is so him all the time.
I don't know why I thought of this real quick because I keep sidetracked. But the first kayfabe ruin, like out of character I ever saw, and it freaked me out. First wrestler out of gimmick, and it was Big Show.
Oh,
And how much it weirded me out, not only seeing him in like a suit, but the glasses. It was the glasses that threw me off so much.
wrestlers have to be able to see all the time.
But I was just like, that's so. I think my dad showed me. I'm like, that's not Big Show. That's not.
He's pretty noticeable.
It
He
was
kind of
huge.
stands out in the crowd.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like saying Kevin Nash just looks like a normal person.
Right.
He's like 12 and a half feet tall.
Oh yeah, Kevin Nash, just like my dad. Yeah. See him all the time.
But I can imagine it's when you see them like trying to read a book, it takes them into dad mode. It's weird.
It's uncomfortable because you're taught that they're this
subhuman.
He doesn't have a brain outside of punch. And
You mean he knows how to read?
you always see him in the singlet. It's always the singlet. And then you see him in this suit dressed nice.
What the fuck?
It's like you have that moment from Pretty Woman when she walks back into the store and they're like,
You fucked up.
oh
you,
my god.
You look like that was you?
Yeah, bitches, we can clean up a little bit.
We just don't like to.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. Just saying. You have any questions for...
You have a favorite match?
Favorite match? Oh boy. If you're tying it back to I think the one that really solidified the fact that one day I was going to work in this business was Mick Foley versus The Rock at Royal Rumble.
Nice.
I quit. Mick Foley, you took, what was it, 17 unprotected chair shots
It was only
to
supposed
the
to be
head?
6 or something like that.
Yeah, and it was like he rolled out the one side of the ring and had to work his way around. It's like, I've never wanted to harm another person as bad as I wanted to harm The Rock that night, because it was like, this poor man, he's handcuffed and can't defend himself. His brain has to be scrambled.
Yeah.
You know how many
see
times
him
somebody's
being,
wanted to
like,
hurt The Rock, though, period?
walked out of the arena with a bucket of vomit and blood in front of him. It's like,
Yeah.
Mick,
He damn
don't
near
you
killed himself.
ever
though.
do that again. You
Yeah.
mean too much to all of us, and we love you. You know, funny Mick Foley story. A few years back, went out here in Wichita, stopped at the what was that restaurant? Village Inn breakfast.
On Rock.
Was out getting some breakfast with some friends, and a message scrolls across the group chat for Heartland Championship Wrestling, just kind of keeping everybody informed about what's going on. And right down the street, at the IHOP, not 2 blocks down, Mick Foley is sitting there eating a meal. Bumped into one of the guys, shook his hand, and he was heading on his way out. You never saw a man try to, demand the check at a Village Inn that quick. I didn't even stick around for the slice of pie I ordered.
I gotta go!
Unfortunately, we missed him. So, Mick, if you're ever out in the Kansas region,
That's very on
see
par
us. You
for
got a
him
meal
to be
coming
at
your
an
way, buddy.
IHOP.
Yeah.
Because he's just your normal average. He's never going to treat you like you're a piece of shit.
right?
I mean,
he's such a nice dude.
He's a homely guy. He's
When I met him to get him to sign that book, it was at the Wichita Thunder game.
no kidding.
Yeah, and he was there doing a promo for the WWE that was supposed to be coming to town. And so like I stood in line and I waited for him, and I actually had a wrestling tape that I made for me wrestling in the backyard, and I gave it to him, and he looked at me and he goes, "Are you doing dumb stuff on this?" I was like,
absolutely.
"Yeah, I'm doing a lot of dumb shit in that." And he's like, "That's not how to get through, man. I know it works for some of us, but it's really not." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I can see that."
He's like, you make your connections, but I mean, honestly, with Mick's dedication, I mean, him hitchhiking to get to a show at Madison Square Garden to watch Superfly come off the top of the cage, and and that's kind of how it is with this business. Is I feel that whether or not you're gonna venture into professional wrestling from a very young age. You find out really quick if this is like what you love, and if you've got that dedication to it and you put in the work to truly ingratiate yourself into the business, it is one of the most rewarding things in the world.
Yeah.
I've gained experiences and travel and family and friends from Heartland Championship Wrestling that I could never have found anywhere else.
Well, so you knew you wanted to wrestle from a very young age.
Absolutely.
A lot
I
of
just didn't
people-
expect somebody else to do it for me.
Well, a lot of people can say, "Yeah, I want to wrestle. I want to wrestle," and then they get into training and it's, no, thank you.
It's unforgiving on your body. You're gonna hate yourself. There's gonna be days where
I don't need
you
help with that.
Imagine
Same.
the travel is just like can be just one of the worst things in the world, but once you're in there and you actually experience it and you feel that crowd giving you that support, there's nothing else like it. There's no other place for you to be after that.
So, was your first training facility the Bears Den?
Actually, my first training facility was out of the backyard of one Christian temple.
Oh, hell, we didn't know that.
Yes, began wrestling out of his backyard, and eventually the ring was moved to our location out in Bueller, which eventually became the Bears Den, and we started taking in new talent left and right. More people were getting into contact with us who wanted to give something back to the business that's given them so much.
Wow.
And what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
So, how long have you been wrestling?
I've been wrestling for about 6 years now.
Wow.
Training all my life, beating the hell out of my friends. Well,
Look,
and
doing
vice versa in the
stupid shit.
backyard. Doing stupid shit in
You're
the backyard for
talking
years.
to the choir.
But like through your experiences and learning like the true art of professional wrestling and what
There
it
is a difference between jumping off the roof onto a truck bed and training.
It is not the same thing. It is a different level and experience. and I
Jay's
think
like, yeah, I know.
Anybody who stepped into the ring would tell you the exact same thing. Is you have to have a level of personal sacrifice of essentially you're putting yourself on the line every show that you go out there, and you're willing to say, I care less about my well-being and more about the well-being and the enjoyment of the fan base.
Absolutely.
And it makes it all worth it.
So, did you eventually... You have been training at the Bears Den, correct?
No.
Kind of.
I talk shit.
Just invading and taking over.
I'm still too, as of the current time, I'm still too much of a string of bean, and I've been sick for like 2 years now, dropped 80 pounds. So until we get that under control, I sit and I watch and I listen. So I'm constantly taking in everything that Billy and Chance are constantly saying to the new guys. So I'm mentally training.
Mentally training. So you haven't learned to take any bumps just yet.
No.
Have you learned to take a slap across the face? Because I feel like it's coming to you.
Technically, I got punched by Stormy.
Ah.
And my first thought afterwards, as I was looking up, was don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
Okay, so we might goal for 2026 is to work on that. Even if you can't take a bump, you're gonna. I will lovingly slap you around so you can not cry. No, cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
See,
She's still gonna cry. It's okay.
But you like us, so like,
See,
like,
I couldn't
turn
do
that
it.
attention to Kit Reaver.
Yeah, I like Kit Reaver too.
That's who I got to be.
That was actually, in my lifetime, the first time I've ever been punched in the face.
Really?
I've always been tall and intimidating, so I never got in fights in high school.
I don't know. How did you feel about having Drake bend you over his knee? And that was kind of.
I mean, be jealous, people.
I know. That's. Oh well.
If the forces
She didn't cry.
if the forces of
Let's just
nature
say that
and tension weren't
she
working
did not
against me,
cry.
Drake Gallows, you would be paying for that.
She's like,
one,
my ass cheek was bright red because he didn't hold back on them swats.
He will definitely get what's coming to him eventually.
What, a Christmas present, a thank you gift?
Birthday present.
Yeah, because that was in, what was that show that you got spanked at? What
It was the Wake the Dead one,
November.
no, it was after Wake the Dead.
Because October,
Yeah,
I started wearing the tiara for my birthday show.
Yeah, I thought it was just that, and then you just like, fuck it.
It was only supposed to be that, but it looked good, and I liked the way it sat. So you know what? I got the ego to boot. And I know I had the tiara on because it fell off afterwards and slightly got stepped on. Luckily, it bent back relatively well. But yeah, so I think it was either the Wake the Dead show, because I started wearing it at actually WWX.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
What? And it
was Body Slam on Cancer. It was the first time you wore that.
No, that just
Oh,
happened last week.
Honey, throughout the
Last
year,
month.
like there wasn't just one Royal
Yeah, they
Rumble
don't
in
do
history.
it.
They do it every year.
The
There's
Body
a
Slam on
WrestleMania, and-
Cancer?
Yeah, they do that every year. It was a Body Slam on Cancer
We had
show.
I thought that the last one with Maddox was the one that was the only one of those.
You
I didn't know
one
we
for
did
a little
another.
girl before that, I thought.
I thought you were wearing it before that, before the casket match. I think.
Was that the one at the little bar? Wasn't that the casket match?
No, the casket was in WWX.
No,
Oh,
it was-
that casket match was that was
Remington,
Rem
yeah, that was
against.
Remington.
Yeah, so I'm
Bruiser.
saying
Bruiser.
it'd have to be Wake the Dead.
Yeah, I
Or
think it was.
if it not Wake the Dead, it was in November.
Yeah, it had. I think it was the Wake the Dead because that was the week after the WWX show.
Fortune was not smiling us on that day.
I don't know, that it smiled on me. I thought that
I demand
spot was
tighter
great.
ropes. I
I
blame.
ain't ever cheered so hard for a female to get her ass beat.
I blame the maintenance
And I knew
crew.
she
Those
enjoyed
ropes were,
every fucking second of it.
Those ropes were sabotaged against me. I blame the maintenance
Look,
crew.
that
Hire
was
a better
That was
squad,
scary.
Simmons.
The best part, have you guys gone back and watched? If you watch the footage, you can see his foot got unhooked, and when Drake let go of him to fall,
It hooked back
it
up?
hooked right
I
back
have
on.
no idea because I slow-moed that shit.
You
I
watched
watched
it
it
over and
twice.
over and over again.
So you can physically see you jump up. So
Mm-hmm.
for context, he got his, oddly, the top of his boot wrapped around a hook on the top rope on the corner post. But you can physically, he's getting ready to jump on Drake Gallows. And you can physically see his feet come up. And somewhere between up and over, he fucking got the very top of his boot wrapped around a non-existent hook on the ring post, and he's just hanging there by his fucking shoe.
It was actually the corner of the ring pad. You know how they're double layer stitched and extra thick? The corner went in, and I loved it because one of the camera angles, I think it's hard cam. I've seen like a fan's point of view, and you can see the whole thing, but the hard cam, he wasn't in shot yet. You just all of a sudden see his body come out, and nope.
Yeah.
And it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And then it took a while. You can see Drake going over. And, of course, logically, as a normal person, you can see he's trying to get your foot unhooked. But he gets it unhooked, and it gets hooked again. Like, they said, no, Psyman.
There was no explanation to that, and eventually it was
whatever
just
God
done.
was not in your favor that day.
The boot had to be removed. It had to be. It was
ended
its
up.
time.
Did you tore your boot? Didn't you?
Oh, it got
yeah.
shredded.
Yeah,
that thing was destroyed.
But you didn't dislocate your leg, your knee, your hip. You
Somehow.
didn't break anything, which is a miracle because I think Jay and I were just completely
we were
silent.
freaking out.
My guess is that I'm just so short that the way it had me hooked, my head just missed the canvas by that much.
I think you're being as short as you are is what saved you from busting your face when it hooked, and you just came straight
but
down.
even then, as small as you are, with as much weight is just pulled on your hip, you're lucky you didn't dislocate your hip with all that weight pulling down. Because it was just so fucking fast. We were like, ain't no way he did that on purpose. And then we go back and look, and even everybody was saying, like, what the fuck? We went back and watched, and we're like, something reached up, grabbed your foot, and hooked it.
That's what it looked
I don't
like.
even know. It was the weirdest shit. You're the only one we've seen just an extreme freak accident on. We've seen an almost close goring, but that was the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
But I will say this:
Jason Gore.
we gave Simon. Simon and I gave that crowd something they have never seen before.
Yeah, a freak accident.
They have never seen that before,
and I don't want to see it again. Don't make this a regular thing, sir.
Throw that up on Botchamania.
The one where
Exactly.
The one where the guy almost took the impaling, the Jason Gore that we just talked about. The angle I was standing at, I can still see it in slow motion. It was like me, pull his head. And so where I was at...
I forgot you were out for that.
Where I was at, I couldn't see a gap. It genuinely, split second, it looked like it was into his head, and that's what was stopping any kind of bleeding. And that 2 seconds felt like forever, because I was sitting there just staring at him thinking, move, 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 please move.
So the angle we got, because I think you were on... You were on the corner.
No, I was on the ground still, but I was at the corner.
But on the opposite side we were, right?
Yeah.
Closer to
I was
the
closer
entrance?
to the entrance.
Where we got is when he came down
The thing just said.
and
Right
it
next
came
to him.
through. It looked like it was within centimeters of going through his chest.
It was
where I was
literally
at-
like The Shining or something. Like boom, right through the door. Oh my god!
I have never in my life seen anything like that.
My angle,
that
it
was
looked like it
terrifying.
was into his. It was this side, but in his temple. I can still just see it frozen.
And
like I
that
said.
whole thing makes me nauseous. I can't go back and watch it.
Get well soon, Jason
freaks.
Gore.
Yeah, but that's the first time we saw him. And then I know that was because that was a really good friend of Billy's.
It was his first time in 10 years, and I just remember thinking, first time in 10 years, and it's your last.
You're going to get gored by a table.
I do have to ask, does anybody pick up any kind of animosity from Blade towards Billy? Like, there's definite heat there. I don't know what the deal is. It's just, like, I mean, he tried to literally kill Billy Simmons' friend that night. That spot could have ended very tragically. There's heat there behind that.
But what would be the purpose behind it? Because as of right now, for the most part, Blade and the Seventh Seal get to do... I mean, Billy has yet to step in and say Seventh Seal no, other than...
What do you do with that?
I've got an issue with what happened at that cage match, though, because I'd like to know how we ended up on a 6 on, 4?
You can blame Paradox for that shit, and I would I welcome you blaming him. Thank you. You can go beat the hell out of him because he's a pancake. Go smash him.
I'm considering it, but at the same time, Blade's the one that said we should suggested that we should trust him. So...
Interesting.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel and deal with that, but
you know, and even some monsters get fooled. I mean, I've seen Frankenstein make friends with a little girl, so I don't know. I don't know what the thing
are you
would
calling
be.
Paradox a little girl?
I'm calling him a pancake.
Looks enough like one.
Fair.
We already said that we think he paid Drake off to beat his sister up.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
That would actually...
You know, and I felt so bad for Drake taking him on for like a year, beating him up in Salina. Not so much now, but you deserved all that shit.
And when did Drake get in there? Where did he? Did anybody see him even get there that night? Because like
I didn't see him. I didn't see. I saw when he came in, and I kind of had a feeling that Drake was going to be the one to be called. But as far as the rest of that shit, y'all didn't have nothing to do with Drake.
where were you on that one, dude? You're supposed to be our eyes behind the scenes and let us know about this and when these people show up.
Well, he didn't.
I didn't see him.
I mean, like he helped for a little bit, but then
I'd like to know with how with 3 refs out there, he managed to get a fireball into that ring. I mean, I'm not mad. I don't really like
think
Logan
that was
anyways.
magic.
I don't.
That part was funny. That part I did enjoy watching.
Of course you would, because they damaged Logan Knight.
Oh, Logan Knight's damaged enough already.
Oh,
Look at
leave
him.
that beautiful
Look at
man's
that
face alone.
stupid hair. What are you
Oh, it's
talking
gorgeous.
about?
You're just jealous.
What are you talking about?
Jealous because he's got more hair than
It
you.
looks like he shaved Billy Simmons' back and glued it to his head.
Actually, I was thinking more Blades, but you're probably accurate.
He's got a kid now and a wife. He don't need to be pretty no more.
He's gorgeous. Leave him alone. Stop trying to set his face on fire. Or hitting it with the chain of a door. Fucking chain link door.
The prettiest thing on Logan Knight is something stuck to the bottom of his shoe that he stepped
Well,
in. And I'm not talking about gum.
Oh, wow. I think other than his personality, just Logan Knight's just a wonderful person. I'm sorry you're jealous. You're just jealous.
You want wonderful people.
I
People
love
like
wonderful
Big
people.
Diamond, Michael Maverick. That kid has got the brightest future ahead of him.
I just
Okay.
want a better
Well-
chance to hit Logan with a chair and not get my finger stuck.
Could you, like, actually hit him, though, Katie Lynn?
My finger was stuck.
Okay, I saw fear in that
chair's
girl's
fault.
Look,
be
that is
fair-
one of my favorite spots ever because she's like, hit me with a chair. No, I don't want to.
My mistake to begin with. And this was on me. I took too long. He was about to turn around and I panicked because I put the chair in. Like I had to, if I was going to hit him with the legs, it would have missed anyways. It would have run around his shoulders. And then my finger got caught. And so I just,
Ding.
That's a good thing.
There was a ding.
I'll get him in the face next
You gotta
time.
practice.
So
Simon's there. You can practice hitting him with chairs.
those chairs are also heavier than they look.
I know, but it's also I know you well enough to go.
It hurts so
Honey,
much. My finger was wrapped.
Katie,
Was it really in between the legs?
It was the 2 tongs. When I spun it over, my finger got there, and then I spun it, like, hooked me. So I, like, kind of just was like, screw it.
That's why it looks so
why
I might break a
awkward.
finger, but why not?
Jay's sitting here going, well, that's the awkwardest way I've ever seen anybody hold a
I've never
chair.
seen anybody swing a chair like that before.
Finger was stuck in
No
the
wonder
tree.
she goes, ding. Oh, fuck, I gotta put it down. I'm gonna break my whole fucking finger.
Just imagine if you hit him with one of our like pop-up chairs that we got.
Hit him.
Well, it's already been said on here that like Michael Maverick and Darren Jekyll and everybody else in Q should work on your chair shots. So goals for 2026.
That is what I will learn in training this year.
2026, you
I'll
can
learn
start
how
hitting.
to lift a chair. I'm a string bean, but I will become strong string bean.
Hey,
You owe Sydney a couple good smacks, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't
That's
like
true.
I don't appreciate her getting in our business at that night. On that night, I don't appreciate Paradox's little mind game.
You
that
don't
he
appreciate
thinks that
Stormy
he's
Renee?
playing.
Again,
Let's-
3 reps,
let's-
and I
let's-
still had to run in heels.
Let's make this very
they weren't
clear.
there to interrupt. It was nose
They
hold
could have
guard. It was like,
protect me. I'm
it's
not
a
in the
cage
cage.
match.
I'm on the outside. Protect me.
Their only job is to count to 3 different.
They can't even do that
I don't
right.
think
I
they
want
had a
Johnny.
job there. I don't even know.
I
why
want to
they're
reflect
actually
on
there.
Johnny Faith here as well. Johnny, I want you to think about every card that you had to have up your sleeve. That it took to beat Psyman, that it took to beat Blade, that it took to beat Diamond and Jekyll and Katie, the whole damn 7th seal. Think about every card you had to have stashed away. It wasn't enough that you had to have Paradox play his little mind games, whatever. It's Paradox. We should have seen that coming.
Fair enough.
We should have seen that coming. It's there in his name. Paradox, you're going to get yours. Simon says blatantly, he's made it very clear, you are going to get yours.
Please do. Can I have that on a screenshot? I wait for that day.
That is not that is not a prediction.
record
That
it.
is
That's a spoiler.
a spoiler.
Thank you, Mr. Heyman.
That is a spoiler. You're stepping up to the plate thinking that you're playing Major League and you're getting ready to bat up against wiffle ball, baby, and you are missing that stick every single time.
Of all the people that I want 7th seal to go after, it's going to be Paradox and Drake.
Oh, we will.
You can have both of them.
We will.
Serve them up on a lovely platter.
There's certain.
You got nothing to say this whole fucking show. Nothing.
You guys have been talking.
I would say, bro, you got a voice here, man. Especially when it comes to the Seventh Seal. Like, who do you think is probably the biggest thorn in our side right now? Even better question: where is the Seventh Seal's weakest point right now?
And
What is our
Caitlin's chair
weakness?
shots.
So I haven't really
Sorry.
I'm
found
going to hit you with a chair for my
a-
first good one.
a weakness in Seventh Seal. To be fair, I haven't seen one. I think the fact that you guys would have won that last match if it wasn't unfair. I've said that if it
It was
wasn't 6
extremely
on 4,
unfair.
and what, you get mad?
No, I'm listening. I'm enjoying hearing your voice. It's nice.
Oh, okay. So, and I think the biggest thorn in your side has probably been Johnny Faith.
Johnny Faith, absolutely. And it's the tough thing with Johnny because there's underlying respect there. As somebody who has given his all to give back to an industry that realistically owes none of us anything. He's stepped up and he's given his all to help push and make HCW what it is today. But it's our job to take HCW and put it into the bright future that it needs to be. And I'm sorry, Johnny boy, that is not a future that has you a part of it.
Wow, those are big words.
That is not a part of the future that has you anywhere in it. You and your little fanboy, your little fun boys running around, Kit Reaver, you got your Logan Knights. Hell, I'll even give Jose Gerardo his credit. You stepped up and you got in that cage and you went toe to toe with 4 really pissed off guys that were out there to hurt you, out there to bloody you, and out there to break you. You impressed me, Jose. You impressed me. But you need to learn your place now. Withdraw from this war. Because it's going to end tragically for you.
So
you ever seen Saving Private Ryan?
Which scene?
Damn.
That one where they get to the beach? We're going to have dragging intestines
Oh, yeah.
across sand? Don't do that. That's disgusting.
I'll bring the sand.
Holy God.
You're going to see Jose Gerardo walking around with part of Johnny Faith on his arm.
Stop it! Johnny, so the Team Faith, or the Faith Army won, but you're saying this is a battle in a war? This is just one battle in the war?
This is not a war. This is an apocalypse in the making.
Oh, I'm over the 7th Seal. When are you guys going to get a life? Find other things to do.
See, you're the one who needs to get a hobby. When we first came on this show, you seemed all cool. You're talking about great movies. You're talking about great cinema and the fact that 7th Seal making a name.
I do have a hobby.
stepping up.
It's booing the 7th Seal. Everybody's got to have one, and I have a good one.
He's gonna jump on the fan.
Just
It
because
ain't
you
no
have
bandwagon. I started that fucking
You need
bandwagon.
to either
Thank
jump
you.
on the fan train or you need to step in front of it.
No, I've never been
Because
one to
we're
run
gonna
with the
run
crowd.
you right down.
I would
Did
say
you just
are
say
running
you're gonna
with the
run
crowd
on train?
booing
What?
them.
I am no. What?
Yes, I'm the only one that cheers them.
Who votes
Fair.
Jackie off the podcast?
Who fucking runs the
I have to
podcast?
sleep
Good
here.
luck. Bitch,
I couldn't
run
even
this
get a
shit.
vote for my own team here.
Katie Lynn loves me. We're having a little. We have a lot of fun on the shows.
And we're the husbands of the podcast.
She's like, nah, I gotta sleep with this bitch. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I'll be sleeping with the dogs tonight.
Oh my gosh. We already sleep with our dog. He
Yeah.
takes up 90% of the bed.
We don't do it because Riz's
They're
hair
too
is
big.
very itchy, and
Yeah,
Baba is a
and they're
very
all
big
big.
bitch.
Ghost is an 80-pound Weimaraner.
Maybe that's what the 7th Seal is missing.
A dog.
A dog.
We need.
I thought
Ghost
that was
there to
you.
back us up.
He's the something.
I saw
I'm
you
the
in a cage.
something. I don't
I
know
saw
what I
you in
am.
a dog cage. I've seen it. I felt bad. I was like,
Ma'am,
Caitlin.
do not talk about that party.
We're not here to kink shame.
I wasn't shaming your kink. I just said I saw it. I wasn't saying. What I was impressed by was how you got in that thing. I was like, God damn, he is that small that he can get into a dog cage.
I'm
Caitlin
easily
hates him that much
consumable
at
in
home?
overhead spaces.
Or I like him that much.
It's easy for her. Simon never gives her lips. She just picks him up and puts him up on the dresser.
No, okay.
You can't get down.
I could say so many things, but I'm not going
I'm trying to get down.
It's like Elf on a Shelf up there. Once I move, like, okay, wait a minute, something's not right here.
Okay.
Short stack on a rack.
Stop talking. You're making it worse.
So much work. The visuals in my brain are just horrible.
You just have visuals. Imagine if you've actually seen it.
I just see his little legs on the edge of the things just kicking like this.
Tiny Brad on a podcast.
Let me down, guys.
I'm just imagining seeing his legs hanging from the top of this shelf in the
Just doing
screen.
a-
Just do-do-do-do-do-do.
Like a little kid kicking his shoes. Yeah, one shoe untied, no reason.
Remember those
Sock
little,
halfway shoved down.
what was it, the parachute army men that you just gotta pull down?
He's like, Katie Lynn, can you get that for me?
Sorry, we're not posable.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's take a break and then we'll really delve into some wrestling shit and then we'll let you go about your lovely days.
Absolutely.
Sounds
Got
good?
it.
Alright.
Sure thing.
Okay, so welcome back. Let's see, we got into inspirations, we got into kind of character and your
Talk a little smack on
a
Johnny
little
Faith and his army.
Seven Seal smack. That's a good term for it. Seven Seal smack.
Seven Seal Smack. I like that.
Yeah. What
That
else?
way they could sizzle.
Seven Seal Smack you up. Seven Seal Straight Smack you up. What up?
That'd be a good.
Did
good
anybody else
entry
notice
music.
him say seventh Smeal the
I
first
did say
time?
Seven Smeal.
All right, Smeagol. So I guess we should summarize. Seven Seal. What are some goals that Seven Seal has for 2026? Because you're the last two members of Seven Seal to have on here.
Save the best for last.
We haven't had Blade.
We don't want Blade.
Yeah.
Boo
You
Blade.
don't want Blade.
I don't.
Oh,
I
what do
don't
you got
want
against Blade?
everything.
She's got a lot against you.
Oh, come on.
We've got a lot
Just
against
because
Blade
that
right
comes-
now.
What do you got
Like
against?
I just told you.
I know.
He trusted Paradox.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can't say that none of the members of Seven Seal have made mistakes.
Yeah.
Mistakes are made. I'm sure you'll be able to bury whatever hatchet or whatever, like, voodoo mask or whatever. You have a ritual and get over it. Like, I'm sure you will.
I'm
But
gonna
what are you gonna
sage
do?
something.
You're gonna kick Blade out of the Seven Seal?
I'm gonna deal with stuff my way.
Okay.
I'm gonna be saging. Get that good smoke going.
She's gonna sage against the
The
machine.
whole locker room needs a whole good saging.
We're gonna come out and you just see the smoke come out of the curtain, but it's like,
That
why
smells
does
like
that
grass?
smell so good?
That don't smell like sage.
See certain audience members twitching, and you're like, you needed to sage a while ago.
No,
She got the feather and she's like, you need this.
You need
this.
some
You all
sage
need this.
and some deodorant.
No shit.
Walk over by you two and just straight in your face, Jag.
I know
you
would.
need
I'm
this more.
I'm sure I do. I'd start twitching, probably have a seizure and fall on the ground. God knows.
End of the
Nobody
day.
help her. It's the evil spirits leaving.
No, you leave them. I need friends, okay? So if it's just me and my evil demon spirits, I'll just leave it alone, okay? We're fine. Everything's fine. You're just trying to... Look, I've cheered for the Seventh Seal
Once.
once. Once. I think that's enough.
And it was solely because I was hanging upside down from a
Look, that was a whole thing. Like,
I think I made a lot of people's night that day.
I was not happy about that at all. I was terrified. Petrified. I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, Simon had some complaints about that.
I got thrown out that night, so I couldn't even come help him.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
I got thrown out.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were you
Technically, Drake hit me, so I don't know why I got thrown out, but whatever.
I was just saying, that's an instant disqualification if you ask me. He's affecting an innocent bystander at that rate. That's no different than fighting
Yeah,
a ref.
but if he hits her, because he was the one in the match, he hit her, so that's not a disqualification. Now, if she'd hit him, it'd have been a disqualification.
I don't think that's fair, but whatever.
Pure
Any hoozles.
technicality. She is an innocent woman.
Let's not split. And nobody in this whole world has ever said Katie T. Lynn has been an innocent woman. You will lie.
Oh, come on. She's gentle as a lamb.
What lamb? Like a
She's out there trying
lamb?
to
The
enlighten
only-
the crowd, give them a good show, and then Drake has to go and spoil
The
it.
only reason nobody has said that I am an innocent little bean is because it's just never made it to court yet.
said an innocent little bean.
Yes, an innocent little bean.
So there's two beans in HCW.
To her credit, she's never been convicted.
In the courts of HCW, yeah, no. I mean, but who would be the judges? Me.
Ooh.
Jordan.
You'd be impartial.
We need to get
I would be impartial. 'Cause
Blade.
Jordan from Calling All Sassholes needs to be a judge.
You don't want
She'd
that.
be impartial too.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think it'd be hilarious listening to you two about trying to discuss who wins.
Technically, on this, that would be like a 4-hour debate.
Yeah. Now here's the question: who do you have on as bailiff for that court?
Oh shit! The chocolate kaiju, duh.
Oh boy.
He's the biggest man I know.
I don't know, man.
you'd probably be able to throw some
Remington
people out.
Roar.
Nah,
He is a madman.
He is a madman, but when you say a bailiff, I automatically this is gonna show my age, but I think of Night
Simon
Court.
said he's done.
Night
Bull.
Bull
rolled
from
away.
Night
She's
Court.
I'm gonna just duck out of this conversation.
Yeah, I think of Bull from Night Court. So if you don't know who that is, you have to look it up because he's the funniest bailiff you've ever seen in your life. So
I vaguely
that's how-
remember Night
Bailiff.
Court, but I don't remember Bull.
The bailiff from the Amanda Show.
from the Amanda.
Boy, howdy! Wasn't that Stevie's dad from
I don't know.
Malcolm in the Middle?
Okay, but back on track.
I don't know. All right,
I don't know. We're gonna go down.
I'm getting off on another
You know,
tangent.
Stevie's dad is Uncle Ruckus too, right?
Yes. And can we give him his kudos? He is looking fantastic these days.
You know, I don't want to
doing
hear
great for
any
himself.
more shit about no tangentises.
I'm gonna
Hey,
tangent.
y'all had
That's the
yours,
first
now
one we
get out.
had.
Y'all had your chance. Now it's our turn.
Go
I
ahead.
have one small one that I recently learned. It's not a huge tangent because it's similar in that. A voice actor didn't know this. Phineas and Ferb. Mm-hmm. The dad
Yeah.
is the director and character of Riff Raff in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
Really? You didn't?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you didn't.
never knew
You've
that.
never watched Phineas and Ferb.
No, I haven't.
I love.
But yeah, the
Phineas
dad
and
is
Ferb
Riff
so much.
Raff, who's also the writer of Rocky Horror Picture Show, not director.
It's so fantastic too, because when you hear that joke and you see him sitting there watching a horror, and he's like, "What kind of horror movie is this? Where are the nonchalant random songs?" It's like,
You know, he would have
oh
done
my god, I
Yeah.
finally get it.
him as Doofenshmirtz.
Would have been hilarious.
Perfect.
Oh my god!
But the
Like,
guy who did as Doofenshmirtz is just beautiful.
Yeah, but I visually picture him as Doof. Like if they did a live action, he would have played a very good
guaranteed.
live action Doofenshmirtz.
Oh, it would have been superb.
Dr.
Fantastic.
Doofenshmirtz. The what? Insinuate tortor.
Harry the platypus, you are not the candy man.
Oh wow. Okay.
that was a really good.
That was actually really good because Jay does a really good Dr. Frankenfurter.
I do.
He did. It's like insane. Go ahead. No, he can't do it. He's not allowed to. It's
Turns her on.
it is so good.
We're gonna have to cut this show short.
Tim Curry is like
Somebody got a
he's
mop.
top tier for me. Tim Curry's top tier for me, but when Jay does his version of
Sweet transvestite.
I was gonna say,
I get
end
the fuck
this.
into it.
You need to end this show with you just saying the and wait till the next show and start it with just patient.
he does it so you got to see his face when he does it too. It's just like, would you stop? Don't look at me.
Oh no!
I don't want to be turned on by
Are we gonna end up
J-Lo.
closing this episode with a Rocky Horror sing-off?
No.
You already look like one of the characters. What are you bitching about?
I can't
Except
sing
for
like
you're
them.
so tall. If you were just shorter, like a pixie.
Okay, but I'm like a Brad Majors when I sing. It's not good.
Oh, good lord. let's not do that. We're not going to embarrass all of the Seventh Seal today.
Exactly.
so no national anthem on
Hey,
your.
if you
no,
want to
no,
catch
no.
Seventh Seal doing karaoke, you got to come to our shows and then come to the after party.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a charge.
we have seen Joe. We
boy.
have seen Joe do some karaoke.
I've done it twice. I have my go-to song.
Uh-oh.
It's my favorite.
What is it?
Oh, it's the Bare Naked Ladies Big Bang Theory. I know every single word.
She gets it to a
You
T.
know, when you don't know you have like these assumptions of what things are going to happen, and then once you get to know you, I'm like, oh my god, she's such a freak. I love it.
So weird.
She's
so freaking
she
weird.
doesn't like anything you would think she would like.
Seventh Seal doesn't do normal.
No.
You've got to be quirky to kind of get yourself melded into our like.
Yeah, do you got like a
Group, you
ritual?
wanna say.
Like you have to ask questions before you recruit somebody? Like, okay, so like
I
what's your-
watch.
Yeah?
I don't know if you saw before. I call him by the wrong name every time.
Calvin Aldridge.
Kuda.
Kuda.
Oh,
Before Kuda joined when we had that match, which by the way, to I can't think of the name. The guys that made those chairs that we auctioned off.
Oh, yeah, Boogie Builds.
Boogie Builds. That chair was hella comfortable. I was out there watching his match.
Yeah,
to
and I
see.
noticed you were spotting future potential monsters. You haven't done that in a while. You guys haven't had any new recruits lately.
Yeah, we kind
I
of
don't see
stepped
anything
away
I
from.
like.
Yeah, honestly, I think don't see much. Like, we've been kind of stepping away from this recruitment process because we really hit a great catch on the head when Kuda decided to join our ranks, but now things have come up and he is handling Seventh Seal business out of state. So I guess in a sense, like you could say what he's doing is kind of keeping an eye out for us.
He's
Spotting
networking.
out potential recruits.
How passing out flyers. You want to be part of the Seventh Seal, like the priest of the Seventh Seal.
Seventh
Join
Seal
the
ain't-
coven.
Let's just
This
say
isn't a
Seventh
cult,
Seal
I
ain't
swear.
dying. we down with the devil, but Seventh Seal ain't dying. We're only growing, baby.
So you have been on a winning streak for a minute. Yes, I got lost on my words. Sorry.
I'm just listening.
Sorry, it takes me a minute. I know I sound like I'm stuttering and having a seizure at the same time. I know. But you've been on a winning streak. You and Simon
I have.
been on a winning streak lately. Well,
have.
Simon has.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I'm gonna.
All right, go Simon.
you.
All right.
Simon has.
As far as singles
right.
matches go,
As
yeah.
because for a while it seemed like Simon wasn't, having the best time. Like he'd give it his all, but he was always losing. So now Simon is doing a pretty damn good job of winning.
Well, I think part of it, and I'll let him explain more, was I think Balisong was holding us back.
You think so?
Definitely. First coming into the business, there's this very strange belief or custom with younger kids and always thinking that they have to portray some otherworldly fantasy character and go outside of yourself and create some type of special image just to create a draw. But I definitely feel that Balisong was me trying to ingratiate myself in a business where at the time I had no place in. And once Katie Lynn introduced me to Simon and we started putting in those leg days over at Planet Fitness, he got into my head a little bit more. He kind of opened up my mindset of, you know what?
Hold on. You're going to gloss over that? Balasan was doing leg day?
Oh, no. Simon's a slay. Simon can slay it over at the
Simon,
gym.
I believe, but Balasan was doing leg days?
Who said Simon?
Oh, I thought he said Balasan
Oh
was
yeah,
doing leg days. I
yeah,
was
no,
like,
no.
wait.
He got once Simon came into my life, and Billy decided to put us on a tag team. Like he really just kind of had me take a back seat and just let him take control of the wheel. And I think like ever since he's been going 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
This is the first time hearing about a winning streak. It would be nice if he, kind of communicate that information to us once in a while.
He's not one for boosting egos, I don't think.
He is. I don't know what it is. He has his room in our apartment. He locks himself away and he just writes.
You ever get freaked out when you watch the videos back after Simon's taken over and you look back and be like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing.
It's interesting to see because, like, I'm the one working the 9-to-5 job out in Hutch, and he does his monthly gigs, and yet people come in and they recognize me. And it's like, how do you recognize me? I'm just the chauffeur. He's the face of, like, what goes on in and outside of that ring. I'm just a chauffeur, so when people are coming and
You're just
asking
a
me
meat
questions,
suit.
I'm literally like, I am just standing here trying to sell people vape and vape accessories, you know, like, what are you talking about? And then she comes in
You
and she
said that like a salesman, though. I love it.
it's so you know, I'm just a 9-to-5 average Joe. I'm the average Joe in this situation. He's the one who decided to come in and take control of the wheel, you know, take control of the tag team, and I just back off and let him do his thing.
So you're just in singles right now, right? Because when's the last time Psyman and Blade tagged up? Was it the end of last year?
Yeah, I'd want to
Think
guess.
so, yeah.
Yeah, end of last year, probably November.
Was it?
I'm not great at
Going into early
timeline.
December.
I think
Maybe.
I think it was in Salina, right?
Yeah.
Did they tag in Salina?
Yeah, it was our
Yeah,
last
but
time.
we haven't had a show in Salina yet.
Not this year.
No, we're talking about last year, though.
Yeah,
The
that's
last
what I'm
time I
asking.
think the last time
But
they were
like
together was in
December or
Salina.
it would be November.
Yeah, something like that.
Did you guys team up in November in
Yes,
Salina?
I want to say it was either September or November,
I was
because
gonna
by
say it was
December
the latter part of the year.
there was construction announced, and they've been under construction ever since. And it sounds like they are on the verge of opening a new facility that is going to be way more accommodating for the fans. It's going to allow for a better draw.
We're super excited. We're really excited. And from what I
Absolutely.
understand, come April, fingers crossed.
We will be back in the back alley of Sky Trampoline, coming straight to you out of Salina, Kansas, and it's a next level show because it's an environment that you can bring the entire family to, but you can always expect to see something that's going to be made just for you.
Yeah. And Osage, so this last show at Osage was standing room only.
Standing room only.
That's what happens when you bring the cage out.
That you can't not come to a cage match.
There was a cage
Especially
match?
HCW puts on some of the best
You missed
cage.
it?
Oh, I'm sorry you
You
did.
helped us
I
put
had
it
to
away
work.
afterwards,
Yeah.
remember? Like a week later, you helped us put it away. What do you think we had it out for?
Oh, I thought it was just building practice
Oh, yeah.
for the green kids.
I
I gotta
mean,
learn something.
so then
It's
you
your
didn't
problem.
get to see Drake's moonsault. Sorry, you missed it. It was a great time.
God, Drake Gallows and his moonsaults, my goodness.
Hey, he hit this one.
I will give Drake Gallows all the credit in the world. He is pushing professional wrestling to a new level and introducing talent to the world that is now branching out and making waves across the wrestling world. We've got Sam Stackhouse working matches in AEW right now.
You know that UWO got La Parka
UWO got La freaking Parka.
for their next show?
That
I don't know who that is.
He's a lucha.
Oh, that's
He's
why.
a very famous lucha.
Like I said at the cage match,
Hey.
or not the cage match, the gender reveal, the VIP. I'm from New Mexico. Lucha, I love it. I don't know a whole lot still. I don't know a lot of the names.
Well, and that's fair
But-
because
so I'm
a lot of lucha is underground. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you watched like as much as Jay has or a lot of the wrestlers have, then a lot of these big name luchadors you're not really going to know until
You're exposed to it.
Yeah, because AAA is
Till
just
they
now.
show up in WWE like Penta.
Yeah, exactly. Like unless you watch as much wrestling as Jay and I do, because let's be fair. Let's be honest.
I don't.
I was young watching, like, oh god, what did
This
they
is
call
La
it?
Parka the third. La
It's
Parka?
the second
I'm in
Parka.
such
Is it the
lesbians
second
with you,
Parka,
Jackie.
Yeah, and there's always the variants, you know.
LA
Yeah, but
Park.
that's
LA
huge.
Yep.
For
And-
as big as he is, and I at first
cool.
I had to read it like 3 times.
And
Like,
he's a
you-
man who deserves his respect. Like, he put so much into professional wrestling and
He
brought so much
doesn't
to the
get
table.
he doesn't get nearly as much credit as he deserves, and that's my personal opinion.
I'm gonna say we call it right now. La Parka next for Hall of Fame.
Oh, you know, if
Like-
we could get La Parka here, then I would put him in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. La
How
Parka.
great would that be? La Parka coming to HCW?
Oh,
We need
dude.
an HCW Hall of Fame.
like
We do.
La Parka, you want to?
I'm not on it, so I don't know
Dance
about
of
it.
Death with you, man. Bring the Dance of the Dead to
It's
Wichita,
actually not
Kansas, baby.
HCW. It's Tag'em and Bag'ems, but you were part of it, dear.
Well, in the Hall of Fame, that was an awards.
It was an
I'm
awards
pretty
thing.
sure somebody named Cam something or other that doesn't show up to ever. One manager, so like,
To be fair, Cam pushed the hell out of that. He really did. Like,
oh,
his
so he got
follow-
friends and family votes.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
like
Oh.
he has a
My
huge.
family's ashamed of my outfit.
Oh,
Stop being a sinner. He
We
has
would
a
want to
huge.
if we had family that was on Facebook.
He has a huge family. Well, do you
True.
you don't even have a fan page, do you?
Yes,
You
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Am
It
I
exists.
following yours?
I don't think so.
Then I didn't know it existed. That's probably why, because I'm following almost everybody. You're gonna have to send it to me.
Oh, I'm sending you the invite right now.
Simon, do you have one?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you definitely follow my personal
pretty
page.
sure.
Oh, okay,
Or-
yeah.
and my professional page.
Okay, then I know. I was gonna say, I think I do, because that's how I see your promos. Which, by the way, bro, those promos that you guys have been doing for, I would say it's been about a year and a half that you've been really pushing some of the promos. You haven't done one in a while, but when you first started, that's when the turn for promos came for HCW.
I've been
Magical.
and I've been telling Simon, you know, like this is an instance where Joe says, buddy, that you got to get back on top of that because the people want to hear what you have to say.
We like hearing what you have to say.
The people need to hear what Simon says, and
You
Simon
do actually
says
follow
something wicked.
Okay,
This
good.
way comes.
You just don't ever post on it?
I haven't in a while. I
Oh.
do suck at social media. Like even my normal me page is mostly just sharing. I
Yeah.
really suck at posting.
Well, that's what I've tried to tell everybody is if you don't have a fan page, create one. If you do have a fan page, just even if you don't post like consistently, at least post where you're going to be.
I
so
need to
that-
work on
yeah.
doing that a
I would
little
say
bit more.
for goals for 2026, all the wrestlers really need to do that because
Oh, yeah.
I think the
Absolutely.
results for the awards at the end of the year would be completely different.
yeah.
I might get like set up an Instagram for it. One because
You could put booty pictures on there.
well, that Instagram already exists, but I lost
I mean,
the
just
account.
saying,
login.
you get a VIP
Oh,
page.
just, you got fishnets. Would just be like Katie Lynn's fishnets for this week were.
And next
Auction them
week,
off.
and we're voting on what Katie Lynn will, or KT Lynn will wear next week.
Yeah.
Please tune in.
Do a vote.
Katie Lynn's get ready with me. I mean, I don't know what the problem is.
The new generation uses Instagram a lot more, I've noticed.
Yeah.
So I need to do one of those. I do on my Snapchat. Sometimes I'll do like before and after I do my makeup.
Well, I mean,
I could do
TikTok
that
is
on
a good way-
Instagram.
There's a TikTok's a good way to do it too.
Oh, I should.
The
That's a
before and
genius
after, and really, you can get it down to a 30-second reel, and
Just
you
do
can
a
share it
transition.
from. You can share it from TikTok to your Instagram, just like that, and you've got your post.
Plus,
That's
with
going to
your-
be my goal this year.
And
plus
you can
with your
actually
makeup
add it to your.
skills, boom. There's a whole new
I'm just
untouched
saying, you
media
can go
for you.
from just your normal and then switch over to character. I mean, Abaddon does that on her.
True, and I follow all of her. Oh, I
on
love
hers,
her Get Ready
She
With
has
Me.
her Get Ready With Me. She has her photo shoots, and she's got other things. And I'm not saying go that way. I'm just saying she does. And so,
Her outfit of the day.
yeah, she does.
Outfit of the day.
This is the picture my husband
awesome,
took of me
and
today, or the video of.
She looked so tiny in that. It's like, how tall is he compared to her? She looked so short in that one.
Abaddon is
I
only
loved
like
it.
5'3".
She was here for the fair show, and yeah,
she's
she's
so tiny.
she's
But I
so
love
sweet.
her so much.
Abaddon is an absolute delight, and girl, where do you get your tops? They are so awesome.
Right.
Like,
I think she
Bravo.
has I think she has some of them are custom made, but other ones she says she orders, because I do follow her because I get so excited to see Abaddon. I actually got to hug her when we got the behind the scenes at the state fair. I was like, oh my god, it's Abaddon.
oh, I got to show her a picture of my cat. Actually, I adopted her, and she just happened to be named Abaddon by chance. So it's like I've always kind of just thought that it's like somebody saw Abaddon and said, like, that's going to be her
That works.
namesake. It works.
What always cracks me up is when people comment on her stuff. Do you even wrestle?
Yeah, a lot.
It's like,
All the time.
do you even watch wrestling?
Yeah, apparently not, because she wrestles damn near every week, and she's always down at Laughs.
Absolutely. Abaddon's one of the hardest workers I've had the opportunity to work with, and like me, like working with her at the State Fair was an absolute delight.
Oh, I'm
was
sure.
Consummate professional.
Oh,
Yeah, but I just, as far as a female wrestler, I love a good dark female wrestler, and I like Heidi's character. I mean, she's my favorite for HCW. Now I don't want to talk about it, but
She's a fine worker.
I
but
am loving
she's no KT
the
Lynn.
heel that is Mindy.
just saying, I told her that's my favorite thing she's ever done.
And actually, when we were talking about Nikki Cross earlier, I am loving like when she gets into the ring and she perches up on the corner that Mindy does. It's just so badass and intimidating, and
It's very much like
I
a
love
vulture standing there.
It's just so good and just so.
I
Ugh.
told Mindy the moves that she's doing now, like the Sister Abigail and the Unpretty Her and all those are perfect moves for her.
Oh yeah.
And I'm so happy with, like, Mindy Grace was a good character and a good wrestler, but when she made that transition to the badass Mindy, I told Jay that first promo she did was probably the most authentic and real and just powerful thing. I'm sorry, I know she wants me to boo her, but I can't, because god damn it.
You see that just
I damn near
the
cried.
photo, the photo when she defeated in the 4-way. That's what it was, the fatal 4-way. And Sunflower champion now, and that photo that she took holding that picture, you can just see it just fits
Yeah.
so well.
Hold on for just a second. Something funky going on. We've been having issues with the internet anyway. It just goes down
That's internet.
random. We're gonna look into getting a different kind of service, because
Totally happens. It's common. It happens. No worries there. Where we were, speaking on Mindy Grace.
no.
She is not Grace anymore. It is Mindy.
Yes, Mindy Graceless, should I say.
Graceless.
Yes. Fine competitor. I've watched her come up over the last few years, and she's a hell of a competitor. But I will tell her that she's treading a fine line in trying to keep that title belt off the waist of KT Lynn. And should we so decide, KT Lynn will hold the Sunflower Championship. Now, whether she takes it from Mindy, whether she takes it from Morgan LeVay, whether she takes it from Big Stormy herself, it does not matter. I see something...
You're going to get me killed.
No, I'm going to get you gold.
Didn't you have to actually wrestle to get a title?
Why, he's
Hey,
going to get me killed.
Stephanie
Yeah,
McMahon wasn't a wrestler, and she won her women's championship.
Yeah, well, she also was the father's daughter. Who's your
There
daddy?
are ways. I'm a daddy.
My daddy's a trucker.
I was gonna
My
say,
daddy's a trucker.
I don't, because you have to be able, even if you could steal the title, you still have to be able to defend the title.
That's what I mean by I'm going to get killed.
That's
Oh,
true.
gee, that's not important. She can't even swing a chair. Don't throw her ass in the ring. I don't usually, I'm not taking up for the 7th seal, but god damn it.
Simon says he believes in you.
Simon better need to rethink his whole situation. Because poor Katie Lynn's over here having a panic in the corner. She's like, fucking what? I'll run with the title if I'm not in heels. But I am not fucking getting hit by nobody.
At the end of the day, all that matters is that the title comes to 7th seal territory.
So,
it
like,
doesn't
if
matter
you
how
want
it gets
this,
there.
yeah, if Simon wants the Sunflower Championship title so bad, why don't Simon go after it instead of making Katie Lynn do it? Jesus.
Well, there you go, and maybe there's our solution right there.
There you go, 'cause it's not a
HCW
woman's title.
Is an equal opportunity wrestling company. You get equal opportunities for greatness, and you get the equal opportunities for ass kicking and grace, or should I say, Mindy Graceless. You are in a position for an ass kicking.
I think that's a challenge from Simon. I don't think that that's a challenge from Katie Lynn. Katie Lynn she's all about supporting the 7th seal. but she ain't about fighting nothing.
I'm good on that one, but like if we're naming titles after flowers, I'll take the Dead Rose title.
There we go.
Just saying, maybe we take that little sunflower off of her and make
Why
it a
don't you
Black
take
Lotus.
it?
Yeah, you go take it.
Seventh Seal is a unit.
We stand together, we fall together.
Okay.
That only counts when I say that.
We stand together and we fall together.
She's like, hold on, I got to talk to Simon. Joe, get out of the way.
Always more room in the grave.
I can 100% see Simon going after the Sunflower Championship, and in his position right now, you're not holding any tag team titles, so that should be a goal for you to do, or the Out of Luck Championship, which has now got a new owner. So 2026, Simon should have his. I don't think Simon should be making other people go after titles. I've just
As long as I can bring
woman
some gold
power.
home
Katie Lynn has the ability to say
to
no.
Katie Lynn, then Simon says I've done my job correctly.
As long as she gives Simon a pat on the back for good job, I think that's all that matters, right?
Hey,
I'd like just to point out that the only gold I want him bringing home goes over here, but you know.
oh shoot! Simon says he's feeling the pressure now.
Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun,
And it's pressure like a diamond, if you get what I'm saying.
You better get something done, because she's been saying that for a minute.
It you know, like it is definitely on the table.
You know, somebody else leaked that they might be proposing to their significant other on this show as well, and they are also a member of the Seventh Seal. So maybe we should have a double wedding.
Oh, I remember.
Wedding.
A Seventh Seal wedding.
A Seventh Seal. It's always a good
Simon
day
as
to
a preacher.
start anew.
Hey,
It's always a nice day for a black wedding.
Billy Idol, hell yeah!
Wow! Start again.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Gonna
You
pump
were
your
worried
fist and
about
curl
us
your lips.
singing Rocky Horror Picture Show. You're all singing Billy Idol in here. I didn't even start the musical, to be fair. It's not my fault. So let's see. I know you have a big wall that you're going to climb as far as the tag team titles are going to be something Seventh Seal has to deal with coming up soon. But does Simon have a new goal? Like, I know you said Mindy, but do you have a new goal for like what you want to accomplish with Simon to accomplish this year?
Oh, Simon's made his ambitions very clear. He's got some business he's planning to handle over at WWX.
Oh.
He's got some personal grievances with some management there that he wants to handle firsthand and bring some gold where it rightfully belongs. And then, you know, part of that includes bringing a match and why not make that gold a matching set?
Oh.
Bring a little something home so we got some photographs.
Who does Simon have a problem with? Preacher?
Oh, Preacher. And that
Ravix.
Oh god, that loud mouth, overblown punk he represents, Flex Reed. My god.
Also,
Good
he can't stand
Lord.
making the fact that him and Creed are eye level.
You spend all this time working out your glamour muscles, making them as big as possible, and yet the biggest thing you're toting is that mouth of yours? Flex. Boy, you're writing a check your ass can't cash, and Simon is getting tired of waiting for the payout.
You don't want to keep it flexy?
Oh, they ain't no keep it flexy. You keep it flexy. You flex it long enough, eventually it's going to break.
Okay. What are some goals that Kate T. Lynn has for this year, other than to keep the Seventh Seal apparently in line? You got to get them boys back in line, because you got one wandering sheep off, kind of doing his own little fishtail thing.
Well, yeah, he's off doing, but just keep running our way through.
Yeah. Well, the Seven Seals is the most dominant faction in all of HCW.
Obviously.
In Wichita and Salina.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking to do that as well as WWX. Is that what I'm getting?
Oh,
Total
yes.
domination.
Total
Absolutely.
domination?
Across the board.
All across
the board.
The
'Cause
United Kansas way.
I want people to-
exactly. You can have your three the hard way. As far as I'm concerned, is Well, we're going to keep this show PG, but I'd tell you exactly what I think 3 the Hard Way is all about. You've had empires rise and fall within the span of HCW's life, and they've made dents, but seals are forever. The seal is forever, and the seal is going to burn this son of a bitch to the ground.
I just want that when people, other wrestlers, whatever, see that the seventh seal is on their card fighting against them, they're afraid.
You want them to automatically get nervous?
Oh, and the fans too. I've seen what makes these fans cheer. I want to see what makes them scream.
Oh, have you not seen what makes them scream? Because I seem to remember last year you dragging a woman out in a body bag and another man out as a bloody pulp. I'm pretty sure there was some screaming going.
That's what makes the Heartland scream. I want to reach beyond that.
Oh, you want to see what all of Kansas hates. Well, you know this is a bloody state, right?
Exactly.
We get our kicks any way we can get them, so...
There ain't much else to fucking do, bro. And usually, if it is, it's methany, and we ain't having any part of methany.
No,
At least not on this side. We don't have any part of methany or Phineas Ferb.
Crystal Methodists.
I've never even seen a platypus.
We don't like to do the fentanyl.
No, a platypus in a hat.
It hurts our back. Well, thank you guys for taking the time out of your day and driving all this way. I know that is a long drive, but I do very much. I will say this. I was promised donuts.
We hoped you forgot.
I knew I forgot.
You know, bitch,
something.
I was thinking about them motherfuckers
And
all
Simon.
fucking week.
Brought
Simon.
4 dozen to the last Wichita show.
I'm so mad.
Blame Simon for this one, because I'm sure Simon said it.
God
so.
damn it, Simon. I was looking for a donut. I was so excited. I even told Jay, I said that, and I was like, watch. And then he got out of the car, and I was like, they didn't bring donuts. God damn it.
So we ran
We did
late.
not
We were
bring
running late, and we felt really bad. And so we wanted to get here, and it was by the time we got to about Haven, we realized it was like, maybe they won't
It's all right.
remember.
No,
Maybe they'll forget.
because you mentioned donuts, and I happen to be a big fan.
You spoke her love language.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Nobody
I'm a
ever
donut-
brings us anything, but you said donuts, and I'm like, oh, what?
I will bring you some at the 28th, I
Someday.
promise.
Absolutely.
It's
We'll
okay.
Extras.
I just love to give you shit about it because that cracked me up, and I was trying to decide whether I was going to actually say something or not. Fuck it.
We wondered if something was going to be mentioned about that. It was like, oh crap! Of course
Nobody
it's
ever
on
brings
one,
us
they
anything,
forget.
but next day if you bring donuts, you have to bring dog treats too. We have dog
yeah.
treats actually, but you know,
I can do that.
Oh, we got dog treats out the wazoo. Yeah, we can bring dog treats.
it's a joke. Next time we'll lock Rizzo away so you can see the other two and actually play with them. That way you can get some love in. They'll appreciate it, I know for sure. You might want to wear clothes you don't like care about
I'm
necessarily.
still fully willing to give Rizzo a shot.
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah.
You're right.
That one makes me nervous. But anyway, thank you for driving all the way. Thank you for spending
course.
time with us.
Got
I've
any
had a
for having
socials
us.
you need pop off?
That's right.
It's been.
Any social medias you want to get out there, or any?
Like I said, I do have that KT Lynn. It's Kate T. Lynn. Sorry.
She loves to hit that mic.
Facebook. I talk with my
She's
hands
learning to
too
punch.
much.
Yeah, that's it's practice.
And you fine folks out there better make sure to follow HCW's favorite gremlin, Simon, as Seventh Seal carries out their business and do what they do. Take
And I will
over
have that.
HCW.
Are
I
you
will
just
have
on
that Insta.
Facebook?
Are you?
Right now, yes, I'm currently only situated on Facebook. I do have a page that's currently on the build and getting recently upgraded, and you will be able to follow that page. It will be Instagram at Simon Says, and it's going to be
Nice.
everything you need and all the freakish little information you're looking to find on HCW. Boys
You know
and
what
girls.
we need?
Start a TikTok. What?
We need a Seventh Seal page.
Seventh Seal.
Yes, we do.
That's something to consider. Is that a faction page might be something to consider.
Seventh Seal,
do-
keeping
I can
it
see
real.
about
That would
setting
that
that up
might
like
be a
that.
good place for clips and little bits and then promos and everything Seventh Seal and your recruiting of Mr. Sizzle.
Just saying, it might just be about time for Seventh Seal to spread their wings into TikTok.
I'll try.
You
but
know what?
that
That's
medium.
not a bad idea.
I'll definitely in the next month set up an Instagram and a TikTok also.
Yeah, when you do, will you shoot it my way? That way
Yes.
I can definitely share it. That way you can get
for
some
sure.
followers. But thank you, guys.
You know what? Let's have a little fun with this. If all my heartless fans out there, my heartless followers, want to see a Seventh Seal official TikTok page, watch this video and leave your comments and let us know exactly what you want to see on our page, and we'll bring it directly to you.
I want to see a get ready with me for Blade.
Yes.
He's gonna hate that I said that. He's gonna be, bitch, what the fuck did you say?
Cooking time with Psyman.
Oh, you know what? I don't want to know what Psyman eats, but I think that would be great. Watch him make a bowl of cereal.
Today, Psyman says we're preparing a classic recipe.
Bon appetit.
Captain Crunch mixed with Count Chocula.
You know what? That's a great combination. Peanut
is-
butter and chocolate.
it
Don't
is a
even
fire
knock
combination.
Don't even knock it.
It slaps.
I think I'm gonna watch that show.
we gotta watch another episode of Psyman Says he's making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches today. It's my favorite. You can follow us on all our socials. It's tag 'em, bag 'em on everything except for Instagram. I believe is under my name. Like, follow, share, comment, criticize. You love to do it. If you want to be a part of the show, hit me up in the messages. We are booked up until the second week in May. So we have the last 2 or 3 weeks in May available and all of June. So if you want to be a part of this, hit me up, because otherwise I'm just going to assume that you don't want to be. And if you want to be on the show and you're not following, liking, sharing, commenting, or doing any of those sorts of things, I'm definitely going to assume you don't want to be on here. So I highly recommend you make sure you're at least following along or have seen an episode before you ask to be on here. Because that's just kind of courtesy. Anything else?
I'm
I
good.
think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's it. If you can't get me through Messenger, then you can hit me up on Messenger and ask for my email and phone number, and I'll send it out to you, and you can send me a message anytime. Anything else y'all want to add? More dastardly deeds and shenanigans?
Just be there on the 28th at Osage Rec Center.
That's right, March 28th
March
at
28th.
Osage Rec Center. Be there, be square. Show starts at 6. Doors open at 5 for VIP. Let in 5:15 for premium. 5:30 for VIP match. And then, is it 5:45 they actually let in for the 6 o'clock start show?
Yes, we
I believe
usually doors will traditionally open between 5:45 and 5:50, just so
Yeah.
that people can get filed in and get their concessions and everything as needed.
And there are concessions, and they change all the time. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
always the same thing. Like, we've had chili, we've had
Chicken noodle
biscuit
soup.
bombs, we've had chicken noodle soup, we've had pulled pork sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
That chicken noodle soup was fire.
I
That
missed
chicken
it.
That was
noodle soup.
so
I
good.
missed it. I wanted to.
I was
They
looking
have
at that, I
hot
was like,
dogs and they have a Drake Gallows package. They used to.
I think we were looking at it like,
It's
do we want a
15 hot dogs
t-shirt
for
or
$5
some chicken noodles?
I mean, he does sell hot
Is
dogs.
that a legitimate package thing?
Yeah,
you're doing?
legitimately. They
Right.
had a sign right by the. Yes.
Yeah, they had.
After.
at one time they
After.
had-
Yeah. They haven't
Ten
Simon
hot
had
dogs
it.
for $20.
Simon says I might have to challenge Drake Gallows to a hot dog eating
Oh,
contest.
You know
Princess.
what? I
Okay.
had. I somebody's just said that they were going to try to do that with. I'm not doing it.
No,
I'm not throwing up.
I'm
Stopped
good.
again.
Of course it did. All right. Well, we're done. Toodles.
That's the end of it.
That's how it ended.